Yeah, I see what's up. It's Big Fan Breezy. You know what it is. You heard what Cam Thomas said. He said, yo, you know I'm going crazy. What? He said he going to average 25 and feet a man. He saying he going crazy. He played with Wofford in LSU. Did you know that? Did you know that? I think Wofford and Cam Thomas were drafted the same year. Wofford, a second round pick, Cam Thomas, a first round pick, played on the same team in LSU. Huh? That rookie year for Cam Thomas, it was only one season because he got drafted his rookie season. I think Wofford wasn't a rookie. I think he was a senior. He might have been a junior. Cam Thomas is talking with ultimate confidence. You know what I'm saying? He talking with the utmost confidence. I like what's going on, and yeah, I wasn't even really gonna go live for real, but this my guy right here. So honestly, you know what I'm saying, I was on Chill the other day. He was saying he got Cal Bridges at 2. Leafy talking that shit too, and I'm like, you know what I'm saying, you got my guy Cam Thomas out here like, yo, I'm gonna go crazy. You talking to him, man. Listen, man. Cam Thomas is fitting to get big minutes. He's getting big minutes this season, man. Listen, he ain't saying that for nothing. You'll never see Cam Thomas smile. He got a reason to smile. Why wasn't he smiling last season and he's smiling this season? Do you see what The Rock? Nah. Do you see what I'm cooking? You know what I mean? Do you see what I'm cooking? Do you see how I'm cooking this up? Listen, they was teammates and they stats was getting busy. Fuck around, Wofford might make the roster because of how well he played with Cam Thomas. Huh? Yeah. I ain't know that. I ain't know dude was hooping. I heard he was on the Portland Trailblazers and they was mad as hell that they let him go. They was mad as hell when they let him go. They like, yo, how y'all let him go? He one of our favorite players. Excuse me. They tight. The fans is tight about that. Trendon Warfare was hooping over there. What did he do with Portland? See, he got drafted with Portland in 2021. He is small forward. He played small forward that first season, averaged 7 points, 18 minutes a game. He had 10 starts, 48 games played. Next season, he played 62 games. Grabbed like 4 boards, 7 and 4. That's all right. But in college, he was hooping for sure. They cool. I'm telling you, they probably never thought they would be on the same team, and they on the same team. Yeah, it's up. Dinwiddie don't look happy about it, but that's the business of it. You know what I'm saying? Cam Thomas did his time, man. He paid his dues, man. He was with the Brooklyn Nets. Knew he was supposed to give him more minutes than what he got before, man. And he got minutes now, man. I'm telling you, this shit is gonna be beautiful. And asking why I'm saying Cam Thomas should be the 2 guard where he could create his own shot. We got Mikal Bridges, Cam Thomas, Lonnie Walker. We got 3 shot creators on our team. Cam Thomas just happened to be the best. Is he the best shot creator on the Brooklyn Nets? Is he a better scorer than Mikal Bridges? Mikal Bridges and Cam Thomas on the floor at the same time spells big offense. They saying offense is the deficiency on the Brooklyn Nets, but if the starting lineup is Ben Simmons, Cam Thomas, Mikal Bridges, huh? I'm trying to figure out where the offensive deficiency at. If y'all saying it's Ben Simmons, you know he looking to pass first anyway. And who want him to pass it? Cam Thomas. Don't you know that Ben Simmons and Cam Thomas both went to LSU? So I'm seeing the chemistry going on here. I'm seeing how this whole thing could play out. I'm seeing how all of this comes together. Do you see? You got LSU, 3 LSU players on one team. 2 times they was teammates, but there's some chemistry there. There's chemistry on these teams. There's gonna be sets being run. Waffen and Cam Thomas picking roles. Huh? Cam Thomas and Nick Claxton. There's gonna be some chemistry out there. I'm telling you. He wouldn't even say that. Why would he say that to the media? Since when is Cam Thomas public, comfortable in front of the camera for the media? He got over that hurdle with whatever happened with the media, and what he said with Dinwiddie, and now that part is over and done, and now it's about hooping. It's about basketball. The media for the Brooklyn Nets is not going to be more the focal point. It's more about basketball than the media now. It's more about basketball. Barry, stop it. And stop running around on a book telling everybody you're going to beat me in basketball. It ain't going down like that. I'm sorry. That shit ain't going down like that. You talking about my defense was trash. I looked at the play that you clipped up, bro. Stop it. First and foremost, I was the one running back on defense. And I was playing defense on 2 plays. Don't do me like that. You ain't gonna do me like that. You ain't gonna put it out there like you busting my ass. Hell no. Hell no. I'm telling you, man. I'm gonna be ready to play basketball. Just know that. Just know that. Talking heavy. Bruh, I got good defense, man. I'm a score too. You gotta guard me too. Can you guard me? I mean, that's another question. Can you guard me? Talking all that shit, man. Word. I be trying to chill. I'm telling you, it be you stirring the pot, man. You know what I mean? Every time I go on the book, somebody want a one-on-one or some shit. Like, god damn. I'll be looking at the post, and he'll be putting the post. He'll be stirring the pot. They're like, yup, it's Barry. It be him for sure. But back to my guy, Cam Thomas, man. He's, like I said, man, the anticipation for Nets fans is kind of the same we had as with Nick Claxton. When Nick Claxton wasn't getting no minutes and playing time because of injury, fans still wanted to see him play, and he delivered. You know, on the when it come down to this season, the prior season, and I seen him in the off season. And it looked like he ready for next season too. So I'm confident that Nick Claxton is gonna play great brand of basketball. Barry, I'm not scared of you in the one-on-one, man. I'm just not, man. I'm not. I'm just not. You know, I'm not scared of it. Like you could play, you dice, but you know, I'm gonna compete, bro. What up, Barry?
Yo, it's good.
Chilling, man. I seen that clip, man.
What clip?
That clip talk about I don't play no defense like you, bro. That was a fast break. You act like it was a one-on-one type of situation. And I play. You scored on me before one-on-one, but it wasn't not never. You was dominating me. I was never really guarding you one-on-one. But
Cause
oh
you
yeah,
can't.
we gonna get to it,
I mean, I still scored on you.
bruh. I was playing 2 plays at one time.
Who won that game though?
It was a 5-on-5. You talking like
Exactly.
it was a one-on-one.
So a win is a win.
Yeah, a win is a win, but you made it seem like that you scored on me and won the game when it was a one-on-one.
I mean, you did you see the clip? I took over.
You took over, bruh. What I'm saying is you took over. It was a fast break. What you mean you took over?
I mean, I scored, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you scored the
All right.
ball, but if I would have had help on defense, you wouldn't have scored the ball. I had to guard
Stop.
two players.
Stop it. Stop.
I was the one that ran down there to play
Stop.
defense. Yeah, what you mean?
Stop.
You see me run down there on defense. Stop. What you
Scored on
mean
you too.
stop?
Who
What?
scored on you?
Yeah, I know for a fact. If I got our one-on-one is more realistic than anybody's. Me versus you, me versus JJ, but nah, me versus you, me no, it'll be us. It'll be us, man. He
I'm
said,
taking
I
my
don't need
bag.
to guard you. This what you said? Bro,
Yeah,
you can't be serious, bro. You
bro. Come on, really,
you can't be serious.
bro.
My shit is again. All right, I hear you. Keep talking your shit, but trust me, when it come down to hooping, I know how to kiss that glass, man. And when that basket kiss the glass, man, I know
Mm-hmm.
that backboard, man. I know how to use the backboard, man.
Right,
Snappers don't know nothing about that. Everything is a 3-pointer from deep.
yeah, but once that backboard not working, man, I don't know if you're gonna score.
What you mean? I can hit a switch. Don't make it seem like I ain't never did that. Yo, I don't think you really know that I can play. Y'all think that because of that game that I can't shoot the ball, bro. I knocked down jumpers that game.
Trust me, bro. If I
That
put you
day,
one, bro, if I put you 1-on-1, bro, no, I'm making you shoot that all day. You gonna have to make them shots. So I
thank
know
you,
you can. I know you can't stop me going to the rim.
bro. Yes, I can.
All right.
I don't think your jumper like that. You know what I'm saying? So I know you gonna
All
go to the rim. You know what I mean? So
right.
I'm not even gonna talk shit. You know what I'm saying? Because for what? You know what I mean? Like I know you play basketball. You don't think I could play basketball, so we
Yeah,
got
I never say you can't, but you can't beat me.
Nah, you made it seem like I was like I was trying to tell you I'm better than what y'all think. Y'all trying to make it seem like when it come down to the whole crew, I'm not one of the worst players. I'm one of the better players out the crew. You know what I'm saying? I beat your best duo partner, Kev. I beat him in a one-on-one. I beat T Time in a one-on-one.
Hmm.
None of them did nothing that I didn't do when it come down to one-on-one. Nobody got the up on me on a one-on-one.
You didn't beat me, so
But you ain't beat me neither.
no, yeah, but I'm just saying.
No, I'm just saying too. Like, yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I'm trusty, bro.
on a one-on-one, you got to guard.
Whatever you did to Kevin T Time, you're not doing that to me. I'm trust me.
Okay. Listen, it's more than one way that you could, you know what I'm saying, win a game. You know, I mean, I play different players depending on how that player play. Because I know I'm a player and I know how I play.
Yeah,
I'm saying the way I play versus T Time ain't the same way I play versus Kev. You know what I mean? Like with T Time, I know which way he want to go. You know what I mean? I know to stay in
yeah.
front.
So you know they moves. You don't know my moves.
Yeah, bro. I know which way you going. You know what I mean?
All
I know which way you going. I know what you like to do. I know, you know what I mean? Yeah, and I see what Kev do, you know what I mean? I see what he do, you know what I'm saying? And again, like I said, I know, and that's part of the reason why I won that one-on-one. You know what I mean? Last time I played Kev, you know what I'm saying? And again, man, like I said, man, we could have gotten on with the one-on-one, but like y'all wanted to run a 5-on-5.
Yeah,
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard to say no to a 5-on-5. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Everybody want to play. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, you could do the one-on-one, but you could do the 5-on-5. Like, you ain't, you know what I mean? Like, I ain't gonna lie. We did like what, 2 5-on-5s?
yeah,
After we did that, I wasn't like really hyped to play no one-on-one. I'm like, hold up. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? Hold it down, man. Like, what? Them 5-on-5s in that sun is no joke. That day was nice though. I wouldn't say it
yeah,
was hot or nothing like that. It was
yeah.
just,
That day was not. That day was hot.
yeah, it was a good day though. It was a good day.
Hmm.
Word. But yo, whatever happened with that team you on? Did y'all ever win it? What happened? What happened with it?
Nah, we lost in the finals.
Oh, word! You played that game?
Yeah, I played. I started too.
What you had? What you dropped? What you scored?
No, I had 10 points.
Nice. Damn, man. How y'all lost though? What happened, bro?
I lost by 2 points.
Wow. Wow. Hold on. You care to tell a story? Like what we doing?
Now the other player he hit like the cut shot.
All right. So all right, damn, man. That's it. That's the recap. So
Yeah.
okay. So was you guarding the player that knocked
No,
out?
no, I wasn't guarding him. It was somebody else.
Uh, so why you who's the best defender on your team? On
The other dude, but he wasn't playing no defense.
so you think your teammate should have been playing better defense?
Yeah.
Damn, you told him that?
Nah, this is what it is.
Damn,
Next year.
so why you ain't double dude?
Nah, I didn't expect him to hit that shot.
Where you hit it from?
Hit a two. Mid range, mid range.
Oh, he hit a midi.
Yeah.
What's the name? What's the name of your team?
My team 75 lead.
75 Leak.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the name of the team you played in the finals?
I think it was like Harlem Shine. I forgot their name.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or how long you been playing with that team? This your first season?
No, this is my first time playing this year. It was lit.
First time y'all went to the finals.
Yeah.
So hold on, you didn't start all season? Why you said it like that? Like you started?
No, I didn't. I started like what 3 games.
Okay, how many games in the season?
It was like what? It started like in July to like the end of August.
Okay, what's that? So what was your record? Been going into the finals?
Lost only 1 game. We were was 8-1.
Oh, all right, yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah.
So, all right, yeah, yeah, man, that's what's up, man. Listen, we gonna see, man. I don't know if we gonna play 1-on-1 this year, man, or
Yeah, it's looking like a dub.
yeah, the weather changing. It's getting a little breezy, getting a little windy out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shit, weather
If we
change.
could find a gym to go to, we definitely could play in the winter.
Yeah, yeah. Gym shouldn't be too hard to find,
Yeah.
especially with top fan, top west. You know about all
Oh
that
yeah,
type
facts.
of work. Shout to him. You know he hyped this whole shit too.
Yeah, he started this whole one-on-one stuff.
He was the
In
catalyst.
basketball. He
Yeah,
started it.
hell yeah. Word. Me and him used to just do live streams together, but
Hmm.
you know, he a coach in real life.
Yeah,
So
facts.
you know what I mean? He always about basketball. I even pulled up on him when they was practicing and he's just heavily involved with basketball
Hmm.
and you know, he was just amping it up. I think him and T Time was talking shit. You know, I was talking heavy about the fact that the Nets swept the Knicks. And you know, they
Yeah.
ain't want to let that go. You know what I'm saying? They're like, yo, I'm playing real life. That's how I got there, you know what I mean? I wouldn't
Hmm.
forget it. But yeah, man, the first year we did it was dope. Next year was dope. I just be feeling like I want to orchestrate it to where we could do it maybe twice in one summer.
Yeah, yeah. It's more better like that.
Yeah, so I think that's the next. That's you know how we gonna work on that. But
Yeah,
yeah, shout out to KBN. We on at 11 on Saturday. I got an interview at 11 a.m. on Sunday with my guy Trey, the clothing brand Beta. Um,
yeah,
you know, I got some things in motion, man. I want you to stay tuned in with. That's coming soon. That's facts.
wait, Cam said this?
Yeah, this is Cam Thomas quote right there, man.
He said, I'm going to go crazy this year.
He said, "You know, I'm going crazy this year, right? Like, bruh, he ready to hoop, man.
Yeah, Jack Vaughn got to give him minutes though.
Nah, trust me. Cam Thomas wasn't smiling when he wasn't getting no minutes and wasn't thinking
Yeah,
about
but you got to understand, you got 2 guards in front of him.
in front of Cam Thomas. I don't know far as who
Smith and Walker.
Nah, nah. You can't expect Cam Thomas to do what DSJ do. DSJ is more of a get to the basket and push and kick it out type player. Cam Thomas don't even do that. DSJ is more of a point
Bro,
guard than
somebody not
Cam
gonna get
Thomas. Cam Thomas
somebody
is
not gonna
a
get no
point
minutes
guard.
though.
Not what you mean somebody not gonna get
Bro,
minutes. Cam Thomas gonna get
all those
minutes.
players not gonna get minutes. All three of them not getting the minutes.
Bro, you're a Suns fan. Slow it down.
Huh?
You know,
Who said I'm a Suns fan? I said I'm a KD fan.
you're a KD fan, so yeah, this is why I'm saying slow down because the
So
reason
you
why,
really think really think all three of them's gonna get minutes?
bro, look at Cam Thomas smiling. If you're a
But
Nets
that
fan,
don't mean nothing though, bro.
yes, it do mean something. See, this is why it's hard talking to KD fans. When he was on the bench and y'all seen a man or camera always panned on Cam Thomas, and they seen that he was upset, not celebrating, wasn't
But
happy
you,
with life, and what's going on as a Brooklyn Nets player, huh? He was mad and he showed that frustration by not being supportive because he wasn't getting minutes and he felt like he deserved it. So now that I show you his smile and I say it means something, you're gonna tell you otherwise.
bro, he got
Damn well,
bro,
knowing damn well Cam Thomas got a whole t-shirt brand that said ain't shit funny. If he wasn't getting no minutes, ain't no way that he would be smiling
bro.
at
He has three guards in front of him. He got Spencer. He have DDJ, not DJ, Smith, and he got the other dude Walker. That's three guards in front of him, bro.
I'm gonna go crazy this year, right?
Huh?
I'm gonna go crazy this year, right? That's what he's telling the Waffle, man. Yo, Leaf, man, what's good, man? I cannot convince this KD fan of the
But I'm
matter,
not lying though.
bruh. I'm trying to explain to you. A player like Cam Thomas is not smiling for nothing. He got a whole line of clothing that say "ain't shit funny." Bruh, like, that's a real model, a mindset. In the interview, they asked him, he said, yo, I always say that it just hit when it hit then when it went viral then. But I always used to say that. So case in point is it goes with his personality. And he's a person like that. If he didn't think nothing was funny, he would not be laughing right now. It would be nothing
But
funny
bro,
if he wasn't getting no minutes.
But
I don't know. I gotta
listen,
see.
Barry, I ain't here for your negative shit tonight.
Bro, I'm not
Listen,
saying nothing bad though. Bro,
listen.
he has three guards in front of him.
No, that's an
I'm
opinion.
lying. I'm lying.
Yeah.
There are three players at the two in front of him. That's kind of a stretch. I mean, you better off saying maybe. Obviously, Mikhail is gonna start, and then
Bro, Mikel don't play shooting guard.
Mikhail is gonna play two guard for the Nets, bro. Because
Bro, he's
like
playing three.
he's gonna play two
Stop
guard for
playing
the Nets.
three, bro.
If we put Cam Johnson at the fucking four, bro, we're gonna get babied, bro. Like he's playing the two. Trust me.
That's his what I call natural position.
I understand that, but he played the two when he was with us. So like that doesn't apply right now. So he's gonna play the two because he gets more mismatches at the two. Anyways, I can't the shit we was talking about earlier, Breezy, about the I had basically reworked my mind around it because obviously I wanted to veto it at first, but the more and more I hear about this Dame Nurkic deal, bro, like the more and more it's starting to make sense to me.
What you mean?
Just
What
all
trade?
they talking about Dame and Nurkic for who we had. I think we what was it? We was gonna give him Cam Johnson,
Yeah,
Spencer Dinwiddie,
yeah.
um basically like some picks. I think Noah Conley, Noah Clowney, Noah Clowney, Whitehead, and a whole bunch of picks. I don't
Oh, okay.
remember. I don't remember exactly how. I don't remember
Oh,
exactly
for
the whole
Nurkic,
deal, but
and Dame.
yeah, for Nurkic and Dame.
So you gonna have to trade Claxton then.
That's it. Yeah, but I said the same thing. But my thing is like Claxton is on a Claxton is looking for new money. My thing is like I don't know if Portland want to. I don't know if Portland is want to take that on and try to give him a new contract for that.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing. So it makes sense. Like in terms of this, in terms of
I still disagree. I'm listening though.
But
in turn in turn in
Ben
terms
Simmons
in
going
turn.
to be in that trade though.
Nah, well,
He has
if
to cut the money. The money had to match up.
well, the thing is, I think that's the reason why Cam Johnson was in the trade. Because they wanted initially they want youth, brother. I don't think they looking for Ben Simmons, bro.
Oh
Like
yeah,
so,
true, true, true.
they want youth and they want draft capital. So I'm thinking a lot of our young players. I got the strongest feeling once they ask for Cam Thomas, bro. That's it. The deal is off.
Facts.
The deal is off.
But
So I
yo,
mean,
I'm gonna tell you why I disagree. Like the
Boogie don't want to hear about Cam Thomas. He said, "Oh hell
nah,
no."
I already know about it,
we
bro.
didn't even give them a chance. They supposed to go from role players to being the main guys on our team. That's a transition in their careers. And before they even get a chance, we just sent them off for Dame and Nurkic, who Dame was the number one guy, whether he wanted to be or not, and it's unproven in his but this far in his career, it's not
Yeah,
enough for us to put trust in him to say, lead us when we just dealt with the superstar having a lot of say in a
Mm.
situation. We would be doing the exact same thing for Dame, just giving them what they want because they're
Well,
so you tell
superstar.
me you wouldn't take Dame though?
not if we keep Mikal, I think Dame's role is going to be more subjected to like the fourth quarter and those type of situations. Mikal is going to be the one that's going to be groomed into that number one role because of his youth.
Nah, not with Dame on the team.
But come on, Leaf,
Nah. As Dame gets older, bro, I think Dame role as a number one is gonna like diminish. You know what I'm
I
saying?
get what
Like,
you're saying, but not right now. Nah, Dame
I
is
think
number one for
it's
sure.
I think it's sloppy, man. I
I
think it's
mean,
all
I listen.
sloppy. It's sloppy, man. I
It,
can't get with it.
it does look sloppy, but the only thing I'm thinking about is having Nurkic at the five as like
Oh
as
yeah,
the
Nurkic
fourth.
is done. Yeah, he's ass. I'm gonna tell you straight up, he's ass.
No, but
Nah,
yeah,
I don't think Nurkic is ass at all. He just injury prone. That's all that is.
but that's
Like
what I'm
He
saying.
don't play defense.
The whole reason why Cam Johnson got that contract and a friendly one to add because he ain't even matched no office or nothing. He just dealt with the Brooklyn Nets.
No, that the whole reason why he got that contract is because we got the Joe Harris contract off. That's why. If the Joe
Yeah,
No,
Harris
but
was still
also because of the duo that's supposed to happen between him and Mikal Bridges. That's why they was playing the USA FIBA games together. You know what I'm saying?
bro, I don't
yeah,
know if that's going to be the duo that you expected to be. I'm thinking more of Mikel and Claxton and
Okay,
have
so let's get to it. Let's see what Nurkic and Dame
Dame.
did as a motherfucking duo. Like how good was
Nurkic and Dame as a duo, bro. Like it's pretty. When they both been healthy, they were pretty okay, bro. They been that, bro, ever since Nurkic got there, bro. I remember when Nurkic got traded there, he saved a season. It was even like because
I don't know about that.
they had him they had him and Joker on the block, bro, and basically the Trailblazers basically picked Nurkic because they just needed somebody that was a little bit more physical at the time. Jokic was really
Yeah,
just a passer at the time when they trade at the time when they made that trade. Jokic was like second, third year in the league, if I want to say second,
yeah.
third league. So the Joker that we see now is nowhere near the Joker that was back
Oh yeah,
when
that's tough.
yeah. So my thing is like
But I
Nurk
don't. Nurkic is he ain't cutting it. Nick Claxton's better.
yeah, man. I'm Nurkic shit. Like I said, it's about
He's
availability.
too slow, bro. He's
it
too
it,
slow.
it no no
He gonna
no
get
no no.
cooked.
I think Claxton is the better player, bro. The better center, bro. Like I would rather just have whatchamacallit there because I don't like. We gotta face facts, bro. We slim like that front line is slim as hell, bro.
Yeah, I
Like
get what you're saying.
that front line is very very slim, bro. Like so we don't got nobody that could move somebody and like at least have a presence on the boards, bro, and
Yeah,
be on the bat and be on the boards and rebound a lot, bro. You seen the way we got manhandled by the Pelicans with Valanciunas and Zion.
yeah,
I don't need that to be happening. I don't need that to be happening again. Excuse me. I don't need that to be happening frequently as possible, bro. Like we can't keep getting manhandled by grown men, but just because Nick Claxton is basically a four playing a five and a four man's body playing a five.
Yeah,
Saying so that's basically what he is, bro. Like don't get me wrong, Nick Claxton as like defensively he could
yeah,
switch from 1 to 5. Listen, if you put him out on a one, you okay with the results.
yeah,
So but at the same time, you gonna need somebody that could that could get physical in the paint, and we
yeah.
need somebody that could battle with the Joels and the Giannis's, bro. Like because when Giannis and Joel go in that paint against us, bro, like what are we doing about it? Nothing.
Yeah, Nurkic is a good rebounder too.
Nurkic
Yeah,
is a
but
very
that's
good
the
rebounder.
But that's the thing. I think at the end of the day, if we put a situation on the Nurkic and Giannis's one on one, again, that just goes against everything we got going on. Our whole defense is a switch defense. That's the whole significance of us having a lot of wingspan and not
It
just
hasn't
having
been an
it
effective switch defense. That's the
right. But
problem.
right, but this is what I'm saying. Now we getting a good act. You know what I mean? Because now it's an 82 game season added, not a 28 game season. And me, I give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm not gonna say that we should have the barometer from 13 and 15. So every 28 games we're gonna be 13 and 15. I think we're a better team than that. I
Right.
feel like when it come down to the Brooklyn Nets, because again, the chemistry and the offensive side is Cam Thomas, who played with Trent Warford in LSU. It is you got Corey Vincent, who is an assistant coach with the Brooklyn Nets, who came over from the Suns. And you know what I mean? He was the assistant coach there, so he's going to work with the chemistry between, in my opinion, between Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson. You know what I'm saying? So there's chemistry there. You got DFS. And if he's not on our team, then we're gonna need somebody like a DFS. So it's just good to keep him on the roster. You know what I'm saying? He played with Dinwiddie. You know what I mean? And just he played that west side of Western Conference basketball, where it's kind of more of an up pace situation, and he was one of the better defenders. He had a tough ad with the Nets those 28 games, but I'm glad the Nets didn't hold it against him. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
They're gonna let him play. And I think that's going to benefit the Brooklyn Nets for real. Honestly, I feel like Clax, he fits all of this. Whether these same players that I mentioned before, Clax, he could play with the first unit or the second unit. That's
yeah,
because he's always the defensive anchor no matter who's on the floor. He's 9 times out of 10 the best defender. And what gives us that advantage is, again, why Cam Thomas could fit, him not being so much of a stellar defender. I mean, if you put him between Ben Simmons and Mikal Bridges, like Ben Simmons at the one, Cam Thomas at the two, Mikal Bridges at the three, I'm not thinking that Cam Thomas is fitting to get cooked when he got Ben Simmons and Mikal Bridges for help. Not to mention, if they get past Ben Simmons and Mikal Bridges, now they got to get past Nick Slapston. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
Season.
Breeze. Here's the problem with that. Like, if Cam Thomas is gonna get burnt, it's gonna be strictly on the perimeter. Because the thing is now that like when you playing teams that run 1 through 5 and everybody can shoot, you can't help. So Ben Simmons is not gonna be there because he gotta be occupied on the 3 point line guarding his man. Same as
yeah,
Mikal and same as everybody else. So if he trust me, if Cam Thomas is getting barbecued, bro, like on the 1-on-ones, and it's most likely
mhm,
will happen at some point this season if he does start and he gets started minutes. If he getting barbecued on the 1-on-ones, best believe it's by a perimeter oriented guard, somebody that's going to hit step backs and side steps, all the shit that he like to do, but they're going to be doing it way further out and on the perimeter and
yeah.
much more efficient from the three that night because him as a defender, if he's guarding those type of players, bro, he's at a total disadvantage.
But that being said, Leaf, I've never seen us lose a game because Cam Thomas was getting cooked. Like, yo, we down
That's
right
because
now
that's
because Cam
because he ain't been.
Thomas is not guarding this guy. So when they level him at a bad defender, like he the worst ever, like I never seen him get cooked like that. You know what I'm
All
saying?
right, but go. I
I
want you
seen
to.
Patty
All
Mills
right,
and Joe Harris get cooked like that.
go
You know what
back.
I'm
All right,
saying? But
hold on. Let me. All right, I want you to do this. Now we both know about them 340-point games. He only won one. Outside of the Washington one, I want you to go back and look at all the Cam Thomas defense possessions in the second half. Because not only did he shoot poorly, he got switched out on the Devin Booker in a couple of those games, and it did not look good for him at all. Trust me, bro.
So
They
you
not
saying on
listen.
the Suns he wasn't playing defense versus the
No,
Suns?
no, no. I'm not saying he wasn't playing defense. I'm saying, bro, on the Suns, he was getting switched on to Devin Booker, which is a mismatch. Me and you both know that shit is church is chicken. Come on, bro. Like bro, you really like our chances with Cam Thomas being switched out on Devin Booker? Who
No, but
did?
what I'm saying is, again, as a coach, you don't he not one of them lockdown defenders. He's not a two-way player, and that's my thing is to accept Cam Thomas for who he is. He's not a two-way player,
Nah,
you
nah.
know.
I
But he's not
understand
the
that.
worst defender in the world. But
I,
I'm not saying that he should have been one-on-one with Booker in the first place. As soon as I
no.
seen that shit, I'm like, yo, double him. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, get the ball denial or something.
Right. You saying get the ball out of his hand. My thing
Yeah.
is like when you playing a team that which you can double as soon as you start to send the
Yeah,
help. Now you leave a shooter open, bro.
shoot
Now
open. Yeah,
that basically now you basically go from trying to hide Cam Thomas in a starter's minutes role, bro, to basically giving up something and basically letting the shooters kill you on the other team. And that's
yeah.
basically
I
what you
don't
do.
know. I never seen that
Go
deficiency.
back
Like
to the Sun and
when
Clippers games, bro, and that does exactly show you what Cam Thomas like when Cam Thomas was switched out on elite scorers because we did play elite scorers during them two games by the
Yeah.
name of Devin Booker, PG, and Kawhi, bro. Like when he was switched out on them, bro, it did not look good. Trust me, and that's the
uh,
problem. And that's the problem. That's going to be one of the main issues
we
when
could
he
go to
started.
the highlights. We could go. We going. I want to listen to this clip first, but we could go to the highlights. Hold up.
This amount of games or this amount of minutes, just 25. So I feel like if I have the ability to play with the ball in my hand, make the decisions, all that stuff, I feel like I average 25 points a game easy, no doubt.
I
If
believe
you were
him.
to have the ball in your hands the whole game, you're the guy for a whole season, 82-game season. How much do you think you're averaging?
Ball in my hand, 25, no doubt, easy. 25, no doubt, easy. And that's just me knowing my ability and knowing what I can bring every night. Because I feel like
Confident.
Yeah, he's not averaging 25 on no bench though.
No, well, not 25 off the bench, no, but at
If he
25
get
as
25, if he get
20,
30 minutes, he get
25,
30.
25 as a starter.
Yeah,
At 25 as a starter, bro. Like the way I see him averaging 25 as a starter, bro, is on a sub 500 team, which we are not going to be.
yeah.
And
That's
that, and
okay.
then
If you go to like a different team, yeah,
if he's on like a Washington Wizards, bro, or something
yeah,
like that, then I can see that happening. But
yeah. But
not
not
on
on
this
the
team. The thing about Cam Thomas. It's not that we're not realizing, bro. Like if he is averaging 25, that's most likely the highest scorer on the team, and he's averaging 25. How much is he giving up? Is the question. Not
yeah,
how much. That's the real question, bro. How much is he giving up in terms of being switched out on the best scorer on the opposite team if he's the best scorer on our best shot creator on our team, as opposed to other elite shot creators like the PGs and like the Camp and like the Devin Bookers. There's levels to this, Breezy, bro. Like, trust
Yeah,
me.
no, I know what you're talking about. I mean, if he scored 40, I don't want him to give up 40. I got you. But at the end of the day, again, they structuring the roster to appease him. Again, Corey Vincent went to he graduated from LSU, so he's going to be there for chemistry for Cam Thomas as well. You got Trenton Watford, who came from the Portland Trailblazers, who played with Cam Thomas in college that first season and got drafted that same season in 2021, that 2022 season. So I'm saying that to say they're doing things to complement Cam Thomas. You know, they're not trying to squeeze pause. They're not trying to, make it uncomfortable like he won't get playing time. I hear Barry's argument. I push back on it because when it comes down to shot creators with the Brooklyn Nets, he's one of the best on our team. So I would go as far as to say he's better than Mikal Bridges. He's more of a
Listen,
comfortable offensive player than Mikal.
and I agree with you. But here's the thing: us as a team, just all together, 1 through 11, 1 through 12, however you want to put it. If Cam Thomas is
What
the
up,
best
Jack
shot,
City? I see you.
if Cam
Nah,
Thomas is the best shot creator on our team, that means as a team we got some ways to go. Now that's not saying that that's not saying that as a team we're gonna finish poorly. The thing is, we gotta play more to our strengths. Our weaknesses, bro, we just gotta figure out as the shit go along. Because there's a lot of teams that have weaknesses and that have holes in different areas. The Golden State Warriors, they don't like when they play teams that have size advantages, bro, and size and athleticism advantages. They get manhandled. You've seen that against the Lakers. We've seen that against other teams.
Mhm.
The same thing with the Boston Celtics when they match up against teams like Orlando and teams that got them teams that's like not as good as them like record wise, but could match up with them side like height to height, bro. They have issues. There's a lot of teams that have issues, bro. And the Nets is gonna have probably a lot more glaring issues in a half court set because we missing shooters and Ben Simmons has to play with like elite shooters. That's what he's always had to play with. Go back to those
Yeah.
Philly days. Go back to them Philly days, bro. Like if he was driving and kicking, it was to elite shooter like JJ Redick, like
Yeah.
whatchamacallit, bro. Like it was to those type of players. We don't have those elite shooters no more because we got rid of Joe Harris and we got rid of Steph Curry because we wanted to appease to defense. So now we got to go all in on defense and all in on like our switching defense. And our switching defense is gonna work like this. The switching defense is gonna work if the traps work. So I'll give you a point of example. When we out in the half court set, we have to like extend, and the reason why we got to extend is we got to like help speed up like certain players that don't like to make passes. We got to have somebody in the entry in the passing lanes at all time if we have this type of high octane defensive team. You got all these players that play defense and that play and come from defensive systems. The Lonnie Walkers, the DSJs, the Royce O'Neals, the DFSs, bro. Like whoever you want to name, they all been played at high level defensively. Royce
Yeah,
O'Neal is
hold
one
on,
of the
hold on.
best.
I want to show you something real quick. I'm listening to you and I'm watching the highlights at the same time. So
Right,
while
right,
you were
right,
saying while you were saying what you were saying, I just want to show you something.
mm,
And basically what I'm showing you is for one, that's court vision. You know,
right.
because yeah, he don't get the look for the nod. He never gets the nod for
So we gonna. You really think he's his vision
basketball.
is good?
Right. And what I
Well,
really want you to
the
see
thing
is
is the thing is
pick and
he
roll. Watch the
no,
pick
no,
and
no.
roll
He
every
made
time.
a play right there, but here's the thing: with Cam Thomas with the ball in his hands, look, just count how many seconds is off the shot clock and count how many. Like we don't have no severe advantages. Don't get me wrong. We played a lineup where we had Ed Sumner, him, Royce O'Neal, and other players. We ain't even get our trades yet, but and it's kind of unfair to really judge him off that. But like the thing is, I think we looking at Cam Thomas more as what he could do singular as a player, bro, as opposed to what he could do to help his team.
Yeah.
That's what we missing,
I
bro. As a
mean, no, but that's the whole point is that because we don't have a lot of offense like Katie and Kyrie, like they not in front of him. That's where you could say, oh, we don't need a player like Cam Thomas because he won't help the team. We already got two dominant scorers.
it's
Nah,
not no no
Katie.
no. It's not about us not needing him, bro. It's about what can he do to help the team at full strength when he's healthy.
I
That's my
think
thing.
I think he can make sure we don't have scoring droughts. If we ever in a situation where we don't know, you know, because again, some of it is transition basketball. You're gonna get the fast breaks and the fast pace, but the truth is that you know towards the end of the game they're gonna slow it up and it's a half court offense, and you're
Right.
gonna need somebody, you know what I'm saying, to put the ball in their hand and say, yo, just we ain't gotta play. We just need you to get us a bucket. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? That the
Yeah.
play is for you to get us a bucket. And
Right.
they can do that with Cam Thomas.
You know
Facts.
what? And the
That's
thing
how he
is,
can help his team. Shout the
yeah,
young guy.
right. Well, what's good, young? But here's the thing: when you hold yourself to when you hold Cam Thomas to that, now you're gonna start to add more half court possessions as opposed to more transition possessions. Our thing is, in terms of the way our roster is built, I would like to think that we want to what we want to do, what we plan on doing. The game plan for us coming into every game is to speed up the tempo. You don't have Ben Simmons coming into training camp unless you want to speed the game up, bro. Like he's
Yeah.
not a half. No, him and half court don't mix unless he has shooters. You don't sign a DSJ unless you want to speed the game up. He's a open court transition player. So my
Yeah.
thing is like, yo, we want to get as much transition, as much defense to transition as possible. That's what
Right.
we're trying to do. That's what we did when we had Jason Kidd, and that's what we're going to try to attempt to do now, bro. You don't get all these
Right, but
defensive players.
I'm agreeing with you. I'm not disagreeing with you. But what I'm saying is, in all basketball, to when the game is close, and
Uh-huh.
this is fourth quarter, clutch time. You feel? I put the Denver game on you for you, Leaf, because I know you said you wanted to see it. So I
Right,
put the
right,
Denver.
right, right, right. I remember the
But,
Denver game.
um,
The Denver
but no,
game was
but what I'm saying is the half court. Like, yeah, you're right about the fast breaking, the fast pace, and pushing the pace. But they're gonna slow it up. That's a strategic thing that coaches do. And when
right.
they do in the half court set, I think that Cam Thomas could get us a bucket, bro. That's all I'm saying. He could be
Yeah,
our
yeah.
guy.
Listen, I know exactly what you're saying, but
Yo, what
the
up,
Kim, and I
young
think
African?
Young
Yo,
was
what
good,
up,
bro.
Breezy? What up?
But
What
I
up,
think
Beef? What's up?
what I would like to clarify, Cam Thomas can get from Cam Thomas can get us the bucket to Cam Thomas is our best chance of getting a bucket in a half court set. That's our
Yeah.
Okay.
best chance. And when you have Cam
Yeah, no, I'm
Thomas,
with you.
and when you have Cam Thomas playing in clutch time minutes against the Milwaukee's, against the Boston's, against the Miami's, against the Sixers, and all these top heavy teams that's been who they was in the East, bro, and you have him in to close out games to against the Giannis's, against the Tatum's, against the Jimmy Butlers of the world. I think you asking for a high order from a 21-year-old that we did not believe in last year, bro. Like after them 40-point games, and when we got Mikal Bridges, bro, he was not getting the minutes, and he was sitting on that bench. And then when we finally used him, it was too late. That's
Yeah.
my thing, bro. The thing that we're looking for from him is not what you call it. If you're looking for him to bail you out all at the last second, we seen it in Game 3 in the playoffs when we finally played them in that Philly game and we almost won it. We blew it.
Mm-hmm.
So my thing
You
is
know,
just like,
I do.
yeah. So my thing is just like, if he's our best chance at closing games in the fourth quarter, bro, and he can be with the way that our team is built, if he's on the court with like the starters and the shooters and the CJs and the
Right.
Mikhails is gonna spot up for three, I'm okay with that as long
But no, but
as
hold on. Let me say this. Let me say this, and I want to see what's going on with Young Africa. What I'm saying is, what Cam Thomas brings is two situations that I favor him as a fan. One,
uh,
you can't double Mikal Bridges, who's the very next shot creator that we have, be when he's playing on the floor with him at the same time.
I think
Um,
he's more motion. I think he's more motion offense than shot creator. But I mean, I get where you going. Go ahead.
and the fact that Cam Thomas is a player he's ready for the big moments, and he's been in a situation where for 2 seasons he kind of had to wait his chance, and he did it. You know what I mean? Didn't make much of a fuss in the off season. Didn't hear him complaining about nothing. It was quiet. And besides the interviews, and I'm saying that to say that professionalism should be rewarded with minutes. You know what I mean? And I think that the again, as far as roster, him and Clax are like the you know what I'm saying? Got
The
the
only
most.
they
Yeah,
really the
like
only two that was a part of the
right.
team
So
last
why
year before we
if he was
traded all the
gonna
pieces.
right?
Right.
So if he was gonna get a leadership role anywhere or minutes anywhere, it should be for the Brooklyn Nets. Like sure,
I
it'd
think
be
I
good
well
for
I
the
think I
teams,
think
but
what
it
I
should be
think what
us.
I well the thing with Claxton is, bro, like I think his ability to defend basically on in the perimeter or go on the perimeter defend and defend a perimeter player and be able to block shots and hold a little bit of his own against down in the painted area, bro. I think that's a unique ability, bro. Like for him, even at his frame and being about barely 6'10", 6'11", and 200 something pounds, however he is, but whatever. But
Mm.
in terms of Cam Johnson, I think we gotta remember, like the thing
Hold on.
is,
Hold on. Before you get to Cam Johnson, I just want to say what up with Young Africa, man. What's going on, bro?
Yo, what up? What up, Breezy, man? It's all love, man. What up, panel, man? Look, I've been watching these highlights. I seen what Cam Thomas is doing. I'm still surprised that there's an argument in the Nets community that Cam Thomas should be starting or not. Man, we see the skill set on the screen. We see what he's capable of doing, and I think Leaf said a lot of the points as to what value he can have. And when you talk about the Bucks and all these elite teams in the East, and if he can hold his own, well, that's on coaching. If you allow him to be exposed on defense and his limitations on defense, he ain't really gonna check a Giannis. He ain't really gonna check like a Chris Middleton. And if that's the case, well then the matchups and the schemes of the coach isn't right. We know there's weak defenders in the NBA that are great offensive players and weak, and it's on the coach to hide those weaknesses and to elevate the strengths. And so Cam Thomas, I think, should be um just standard should most definitely be in the starting line. I don't know why this is even a discussion, especially when you have Ben Simmons at the point who's going to push the pace. Let's not act like Cam Thomas can't run out in transition. We saw him finishing at the rim, dunking on dudes, so he can do that as well. And Ben Simmons needs shooters, and so for him to maximize Ben Simmons as well, Cam Thomas would be the best guy in that role. I don't think Dinwiddie can do that. I think Dinwiddie's more suited as a second in the second unit. He can run the second unit. He can play his natural game, which is not going to take away shots from Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson in the starting five. And I think he doesn't need the ball. He can dominate the ball with the second unit, as opposed to him having to split ball handling duties with a Ben Simmons in the starting five, and then you're going to make him a spot up shooter. DFS and Finney Smith, I think that in the second unit, maybe you go to that lineup if you're getting cooked on defense with Cam Thomas, and you can always bring it off the bench. Now, DFS, is he going to be a great catch and shoot shooter for the team? Is he going to emphasize the identity of the team? He could, man, and that can be a conversation. But when I'm talking about young player and where this team is, which is not a contender, and you want this young player to grow and elevate his game, we know what DFS is. We know what he can give you off the bench, on the starting five. He's going to give you what he gives you. I think you got to go with Cam Thomas, Leave. I don't know why it's such a trip, man. You got to put some belief in this young brother and let him get to cooking, man. I'm asking you, Breezy, which team in the whole NBA has a guy that can drop 30 on any given night and they bring him in off the bench? Which team is doing that? Leaf, to you too. Which team's doing that?
I couldn't think of a team off top of my head. But I'm not going.
No. First off, that we gonna just move off the question. Like, that's not a big thing to just leave a man's that.
No.
That's what I'm saying. I kind of wanted to say.
I was going to hold on, Africa. I was going to continue it because the thing about it is like it's been some players off years that could go off on the bench, man. Like in terms of like 6 men. When I think of 6 men, Jamal Crawford and Lou Williams come to mind, like right off the rip.
They started at certain times in their career as well, though, right? They started at certain times, but they started at certain times.
Yeah, they started at certain times. Okay. But when they went like Lou Will on them Clippers teams, and Jamal Crawford on them early Bulls teams, and
these are the greatest 6 men of all time, right?
These are some of the greatest 6 men of all time. But and the way that I think about Cam Thomas, I think of Cam Thomas in the same light as a Vinny Johnson. Is the same light as those names that I just mentioned.
Wow, so his ceiling is elite 6 man off the bench. Elite to you? That's his
very ceiling? Elite 6 man off the bench. Yes, it is. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Because here's the thing. I think our team, in terms of position, in terms of ones, twos, and threes, is deep enough to play players like and to have a lot more firepower off the bench, and I think that's where Cam Thomas is going to come in. The thing is, when you get all your when you starting all your firepower too early, and then you got other guys. Don't get me wrong. I think Dinwiddie can run the bench as a lead guard. I think he can run the second unit as a lead guard. I really do. But my thing is like when you have a Cam Thomas at the age of 21, as the age of 21. And you telling him, oh, okay, yo, listen, you the best. Obviously, he the best shot creator on our team. We know that. But once defenses on other teams start to realize that, now they scout against him different. Now they play against him different. Now the court doesn't look as wide anymore when he's playing against the second unit against Philly on the last day of the season, or playing against a Washington team with Monte Morris guarding them, or playing against the Suns, who's just coming off of injuries, and then they just are starting to make trades, or playing against a Clippers team that's probably managing a load of minutes and whatever. And you may see Kawhi and PG for maybe 20 to 25 minutes as opposed to 30.
Yeah, leave that game.
That's my thing, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Right. So my thing, realistically, if he's gonna be playing against the elite of the elite doing this, then obviously that's gonna. I think that's down the line, man. But I don't think this is gonna. This is one of them things with this team. As deep as our roster is, man, we got players on top of players. We got
Right.
we listen. We
But
got
Pete,
BSJ,
this.
Lonnie
But Pete.
Walker,
Right.
all of these players, man, that's been in starting roles in previous teams before. Cam Thomas, the biggest fame to his name is 4 40-point games and a couple of buzzer beaters. That's
Mhm.
the biggest
Yeah.
claim to his name,
But
bro.
Hey,
no,
that's a
but
lot more
Pete,
fame than a lot of players in the NBA, man.
right.
That,
That,
But
that
no,
but I don't know if that's a lot
hold on.
more fame than a lot of players
Hold
that
on.
we got on our roster. That's
But
what
more
I'm
than
saying.
Lonnie Walker. I know that
hold on.
for
Let me say
sure.
this, Leaf. I just wanted to add this because this is, again, I feel like this statistic is pretty. Now, I feel like when since the statistic is 60%, like 63% of the time, the team that wins in the first quarter wins the game. This is why you want to start with the most firepower. This is why they the starters. They the starters so you can control the pace of the game and you're leading and not trailing because that makes that takes pressure on or off of the player. You know what I mean? You want to be in situations, especially if you're home, and especially if you got a young team. We got a young team. We don't want to be in situations where we trailing, and we would probably be in situations where we're trailing if we don't got our best scorers out there in the first quarter. I'm not trying to
Well,
wait
well,
wild long to put Cam Thomas in the game. I want him
my
in there
my
early
my
so
thing
we can
is
jump out, take the lead, and make the other team call a timeout. Put
make the
them
other
under
team call the
pressure.
timeout. Yeah, I understand. I understand everything you talking about, man. And I thought of this real carefully, bro, because most of the time, these last couple of months, all we did was talking this basketball. I've been in here. We came up with like every scenario, every which scenario that could work and would work, and what scenario would work with different teams. We've been like through it all, bro. Like
But
up
hold
since
on,
the trade
but
deadline. But
just because me and you we do talk about a lot, so I just want to say I disagree with you when it comes down to Nurkic and Dame coming on the team. We went through that earlier, right?
right.
So I'm on the side of
Hell
not
no.
having a trade.
Hell no.
I don't want
Yeah.
that trade, and
You don't
You
even
don't
match the
agree?
timeline of the
You know
team.
what, and I don't blame. I don't want that trade for the simple fact that I think it's going to mess up the timeline and
Well,
as
there's
far as
rumors that the Nets are trying to trade for Dame. There's real rumors.
yeah, because everybody they want it's rumors that Nurkic is going to be in the deal wherever Dame goes.
Hmm.
That's one of the things, and it's been a lot of proposed trades by outside of Miami. It was I think our team was second. I think
Wow.
Milwaukee was like fourth or fifth on that list or whatever, something like that. Well, I was just looking at it. But
Okay.
to get back to the Cam Thomas point, I think this is a situation of us like I don't know if we throwing them into shark filled waters, bro. Like in the Eastern Conference too soon by letting him start, man. Like because the thing is, this is the starting lineup that we looking at. That you propose. You looking at him, Mikal, Cam Johnson, Ben Simmons,
yeah,
and Claxton. The
yeah,
biggest challenge with this starting lineup is playing with Ben Simmons and Claxton in the half court set.
Yeah, they
That's the
can't
biggest
shoot.
challenge. And
right.
don't get me wrong, bro. Like I think as the best shot creator on our team, Cam Thomas is capable of somewhat taking that challenge because Ben Simmons is still a good passer. He's a good screen setter too. And Mikal and Cam Thomas can work off the screens, and you can have Cam Johnson spot up and shoot. Da 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 da. I think it's areas of Cam Johnson's game that hasn't really been unlocked yet.
But now, hold on. But I want to just say that because you asked a valid question, and I say it worked if Ben Simmons rolled. He did the pick last season, but he wasn't rolling. If
Right.
Cam Thomas and Ben Simmons could do a pick and roll, bruh, this shit gonna work. Because
You
we are. Hold on, I just
Yeah,
want to.
Ben
Hold on,
Simmons.
hold on. Because
here's
hold
the
on. Let me
thing.
say this. Let me say. I just want to ask you a question. This is the next question. I just want to ask: do you think that Nick Claxton is good on a pick and roll? Yes or no?
Yes, because the
Okay,
thing, but
okay. So this is what I'm saying. This is how it could work. If Ben Simmons works in practices with Cam Thomas on a pick and roll, this is how Ben Simmons and Claxton will be good on the floor at the same time because you could do different plays with both of them know how to set picks with Cam Thomas.
here's the problem with that. Here's the problem with that. Even with Mikal and either with Cam Thomas, both of their games have to be unlocked as playmakers in order for this thing to work. So they gotta find ways to hit the screen and rollers for easy dunks and easy bounce passes and try to shred the defenses up because they're gonna be overplayed for their shots. Because we both know that they can shoot in the mid range area and they can score on high volume at any given night in the mid range area. Specifically Cam Thomas. My thing is like when you put Cam Thomas in pick and roll situations, now he when the defenses start to come up and the defenses start to get smart, they're gonna force him to be a playmaker. That's an area of his game that hasn't really been unlocked yet. You
Look
know what
at
I'm saying? The
here.
same thing with Mikal. They're gonna force him to be a playmaker in a half court set. Those are
Yeah,
areas of their game that haven't been unlocked yet. So my thing
yeah.
is, and this is something that Africa. This is in Africa. I gotta let you know this. They haven't been unlocked as playmakers. Once that happens, and I see that they could make plays on high levels without scoring and all of that, and with the ball in their hands, man, and get everybody else involved, then I believe in it. Until then, I'm not really so because the best pass on our team, whether we like it or not, is still Ben
Yo,
Simmons.
can I hear Leaf and Young Africa go at it about this first preseason game? The first little bit of basketball
So
that we get
Lakers win
is
that.
the Lake versus the Lakers, and we got Leaf and Young Africa
Mm.
here. So I just
It's
want to
it's
hear.
it's
I know
it's
what I'm
it's
gonna
it's,
say.
it's, it's going to be a rest game, bro. Like obviously for
Some now we playing for minutes. I
No,
think.
no, no. It's gonna be a rest game for Lakers, bro. We definitely playing for minutes. There's a lot of players that's gonna be competing for spots. So
So
like,
that means we
Rest
just fitting to
game?
win that one.
yeah,
No, no,
yeah,
no.
yeah.
We gonna play our new guys. This is gonna be we're gonna try and develop chemistry in the preseason. We're gonna take. I think LeBron even said that he's gonna take. He didn't play a lot of preseason last
That
season.
was
Him and
yeah,
AD,
cause
so he
y'all
said he's gonna take them more serious.
y'all
We got a
knew
lot of
yeah,
additions.
y'all got Gabe Vincent. I
Exactly.
think
Gabe
y'all got
Vincent, Christian Wood.
Christian Wood. Who else?
We got
Who else?
Torian Prince as an addition.
Korean
We got
Prince. Yeah, yeah. Y'all
Cam
picked up some
Reddish. We don't
pieces.
know how much he gonna play. Cam Reddish. We got Jackson Hayes as well. Then we got Austin Reeves and D'Lo back. And so just
Yeah,
seeing
So a
how
lot, yeah, it's a lot of
Pelicans.
young players that's gonna get
yeah,
time, and like
exactly.
AD, LeBron, like the top heavy players, they probably
They're
gonna
gonna
get
chill.
maybe
Yeah, they're gonna play like 10, 15 minutes. They're gonna
yeah,
be
they're gonna
chilling.
play like 10, 15 minutes. But like I
Who
feel
got them
like I
winning the
like
game though?
our team is playing for spots. Like we're playing for like it's dudes
Facts.
on that team that's playing for like spots on the like a rotation like roster. You know what I'm saying? Like and anytime you got DSJ, Lonnie Walker, both competing for the same spot as a Cam Thomas, like then you gonna get high level competition, man, because those dudes, DSJ and Lonnie Walker, they hoopers. You know, they gonna go out there and they're gonna play for their spot. They're gonna earn their keep. You know what I'm saying? Like because with the contracts that they on, they gotta go earn their keep. I think Lonnie
Yeah.
Walker probably on a 1 year deal. DSJ is on a 1 year deal. So if you like them one
Let's
year deal players, they gonna ball out. You
hold
know what
on.
I'm
So
saying?
I mean, again, I think it's important that Lonnie Walker plays his first preseason game. Him coming from the Lakers and all. I think he might drop 30 on the Lakers. You know
What?
what I'm
Stop
saying?
it, man.
Stop that.
In the first preseason
Hey,
game,
y'all
I,
got big
Lonnie.
problems if
I don't
Lonnie
know no.
Walker
I don't
dropping
know
30.
none.
Y'all
I
got big
can't think of
problems.
a guard on that roster that could guard Lonnie Walker. Be honest with you.
What? A guard? No, we got Gabe Vincent. We don't need a guard though. We got Rui
He said
Hachimura. We
Gabe
got we
Vincent.
got
Yeah, Lonnie
Vanderbilt.
Yeah,
So
we
Walker.
we
need
don't
a
need a
Definitely
guard,
guard.
Gabe
though.
Vincent.
We don't need a guard to guard Lonnie Walker like that,
Y'all,
man. I
y'all need
saw
something.
I saw Lonnie Walker all season last season. He stepped up in the playoffs, but there's a reason why he fell out the rotation halfway through the season. He started off the season as a starter. He played well. He was averaging like 14 points per game off the bench. I mean, as a starter. Then he went to the bench and he got benched for D'Lo. He got benched for Rui, and we didn't we didn't really use him until the playoffs. And that was Darvin Ham just going deep in his bench
That,
looking for
that
something. So
that was what we call
Stop.
LeBron.
Yeah, I
That's
swear,
what we call
man.
LeBron politics, bro. Everybody know, bro. Like
Brown
he pick and choose.
politics.
Yeah, that's
Well,
LeBron politics. Everybody know he pick and choose who he want to play with, bro, all the time, bro. Like
oh
that's
well,
one of the
yeah, man.
reasons.
If you can't
That's
hit
the
the
one of the
consistent,
reasons. That's one of the reasons why Austin Reeves was on the court, bro, because he could shoot. He didn't care that he couldn't play defense because he
Yo,
left
I'm
Rhode
telling
Island
you.
every single
Yeah,
time
I'm
on and
telling.
down the stretch.
Listen, yo,
So
Leaf. I'm telling you, LeBron might pass a rule one day that a GM can suit up and actually play as a player
look
if
at this.
necessary. Because
Look at
you
the
after
say, yo,
LeBron
propaganda, man.
LeBron might
retire,
pass a rule, but
right?
a GM
Look at the
Suit up.
propaganda, man. This is
Yeah.
Listen, listen, they done moved so many mountains for LeBron. Yo, this new
bro.
rule that they got.
LeBron is the mountain, bro. What are you talking about? LeBron is the
LeBron ain't
mountain, bro.
no
Stop it.
damn mountain, bro.
He
He
is
a
the
damn,
mountain, bro. Stop
bro. He a damn Cherry Hill, bro.
it.
At
Man,
best,
stop
bro.
it,
Get out of
man.
here.
Stop it, Leaf.
Everybody knows
I
that.
heard you live at Sugar Hill, Leaf. Is that true? I don't know.
I
If you
don't
Sugar
live at
Hill.
Sugar Hill, bro,
Okay,
like
my
at all.
my
There's no
bad.
Sugar Hill in Brooklyn, bro. That's Harlem. But yeah, well, listen.
Nah, it is a Sugar Hill in Brooklyn. That's funny.
Yeah, man. You don't know about it, Breezy. See, I'm
Nah,
They
nah.
they closed it. They closed it
Oh,
down.
they closed it, but nah,
Yeah.
it's a real place called Sugar
Nah,
Hill.
it was a real place called Sugar Hill in Brooklyn, bro. Like, nah, they closed it. They closed it about a
Okay.
while ago. But
Yeah.
I
Shout
think
to them.
in terms of that, in terms of the preseason, bro, I think we one of those teams that's a lot of players is gonna be like out there scrapping for like minutes. You know what I'm saying? So
Hey,
like,
Breezy, you notice Leaf ain't talk about winning or losing. Like he ain't said nothing about the win or loss. He just
if
quiet. BG, you heard that? BG, he ain't
first
said
off,
nothing about that.
see, Africa, you good at reading all my subliminals, but but somehow you missed the point when I told you that we got players that's hungry and playing for minutes.
No
Do
doubt.
y'all really think y'all got a chance, bro? Like in a
Oh,
preseason game when
damn.
you're gonna be resting players, playing
What?
against players that's
Got
on
a chance.
1 year contracts, looking for minutes, bro? Like you really think any of those
Oh,
players that y'all trying to get acclimated to the roster is gonna be ready for any of these players that I was just talking about on my
ready?
team?
Most
Hell,
definitely. That's what Darvin Ham
hell
doing right
no,
now, getting brothers ready.
hell no.
I expect a blowout in this game right here. I'll tell you right, a blowout. That's what I expect.
Nets 110, the Lakers 50. Yeah,
Hell
that sound
no.
about
Hell
right.
no, man.
I got
Our
the
Sound
second
Lakers.
about
unit,
right.
our second unit might be better than your starting lineup, Leaf. Like you gotta
Damn.
Yeah, that's a
better
lie.
check it
Damn.
out.
The lie detector
What
test
is y'all
determined that was
starting
a lie.
lineup? Because I seen the attributes on Revis defense. It said
Anytime you got Vanderbilt starting, bro, and you playing against a 5-man roster, man, that could go off, man. Which is not our team, by the way,
Yo,
bro. Like,
Revis made. I mean,
5-man roster.
Reeves made Mikal Bridges look bad, man. We taking it
Bro.
personal.
No,
Hey,
don't do
man.
that, Breezy.
We
Do
taking
he
not
it
do
sure
call
he
for
that.
help.
sure did. Yeah, we
If he
If
taking
he
that.
Don't
We
didn't
do that.
call for
definitely
help,
taking that personal.
real
if he
Breezy,
didn't,
We
we
if
call
he
for
definitely
don't,
help.
taking that
if
We
personal.
call
Mikal
for help.
Bridges wouldn't, that
Even
would
though
not.
Austin Reeves didn't belong there, bro,
Reeves
we
stayed on
definitely
his
taking that
feet,
personal.
bro. Reeves didn't call for help. He
Bro,
contested the shot, bro.
bro,
What
bro,
Mikal doing
who
leaving
fell?
his man? You didn't have to leave your man like that,
Yes,
bro.
he
Oh
Bro,
no,
did.
who fell on the
Reeves
Austin
is
floor?
Reeves.
the whole
Austin
time.
Reeves is
Listen,
Austin Reeves 1-on-1 is universally bad, bro. Like on defense,
listen.
on the pro level, bro. We
Let's
all know
call it
this,
what
bro.
it
We
Yeah,
is.
not gonna
true,
do
but
this.
Listen.
who fell?
Universally bad, bro. Like, bro.
But who fell on their ass?
Listen.
But who fell? Who
Go
fell
ahead.
on their ass though? Who fell
Talk
on
about
their
it,
ass?
BJ. Yeah.
Listen.
Who fell on their ass?
I want to tell you this, Barry. First off, don't worry about that. Second off, when it comes down to Reeves and all of that, trying to recruit Mikal Bridges by doing the celebration from the three, that's over with. Mikal Bridges will never be a teammate with Reeves after that. So he could
So you
forget
think the Lakers want Mikal Bridges?
Hey
Come on.
man, I don't know about that, but that might be after the LeBron era. But what I'm saying is, I might have to start calling Mikal Bridges Mikal Crutches after the ankle break, bro. Hey, hold
never.
up,
Now
Mikal
you gotta
Crutches,
talk about the Iron Man himself, no injuries.
Mikal Crutches. Oh,
Stop
okay.
it,
Said
Mikal,
Mikel Crutches,
Iron
man.
Man
As
Bridges.
many
He should be
times as
called.
Austin Reeves, man, got roasted on defense, bro. We
Nah,
gonna start moving.
exactly. I would.
Bro,
You
he
could never
fell
call
though.
him. Yo, he ain't never had nothing.
Reese didn't fall though, bro. Reese
He,
didn't fall.
Exactly.
Mikal
Man,
Bridges
I
leads
seen
the
Reeves
league
slip,
in
slide,
consistent games played.
No,
do the crisscross,
No,
do
What?
the cha cha,
bro.
bro. I seen Reeves
Mikal
do a
was,
lot of
bro. It
things on
went
defense.
viral.
Never
It went
call him
viral on Twitter.
Bridges ever.
facts. Hey man,
Ever.
hey Austin Reeves made him take a tough contested shot. He hit it with the fade, bro. SJ like that. I ain't mad at Austin Reeves, but
Mikal
Mikal
Bridges is the healthiest
So we
player
ain't
in
too
gonna
the
too aggressive
NBA.
with the help.
so we
Too
gonna
aggressive
forget
with the help. Gotta be composed.
we not gonna forget that Austin Reeves was getting cooked by somebody that he played with all year, bro. Like, and just so happened to be the
He did.
FIBA
He did.
MVP.
No, he did.
Oh, Dennis Schroeder, yeah, man. Hey, look,
You
hey,
mean
Dennis,
Toaster Struder? That is him. Got cooked by a black
he
German,
was,
bro. Come
he
on,
was
bro. Like,
cooking, no doubt, he was cooking. But hey, let me say this: when you ask about the starting five, see what Leaf don't understand is we got players as well that are fighting for starting positions on a championship contender. See, so we got there's
not
questions. There's
really.
questions. Are we going to start Vanderbilt or Rui Hachimura? There's questions. There are questions about that, and so we're not sure. They're going to be running it up and seeing what they do, and we're going to see who's going to start. But it's going to be D'Lo. It's going to be
I
Austin
can
Reeves for
give you the
sure.
answers to that question
LeBron,
right
AD,
now. I
Austin
already know
Reeves,
y'all line. I
and
already know
D'Lo.
y'all lineup.
And
I
then the
just
fifth
don't know
one
the new
is either
reserves.
Vanderbilt or Rui, and we don't know who the fifth starter is going to be. We're going to see that.
Because here's the thing. Here's the thing about Lakers and LeBron fans, bro. The team looks deep. That's the thing about it. It looks deep because now you done got all these new acquisitions that play good in other areas. You know, like Gabe Vincent and Christian
Okay.
Wood and
Christian
those
with
type of
facts.
players. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So it looks good. It looks
Mm.
good.
Mhm.
The thing is, we seen stacked Laker teams. We seen some pretty stacked Laker teams fall in the dump, and we also seen plenty of stacked LeBron teams fall in the dump as well.
Oh, really?
Yes, we
Well,
have.
what happened the last time LeBron had a stack score? What happened?
What happened the last time? He got them all traded for Rodney Hood and got swept in the
That's
finals.
cap. That's cap.
That's funny as
No,
hell.
no,
The
that's a
last
fact. That's a
time
fact.
was
That's a
in
fact.
2020, and they won a chip, bro. That's the last time.
No, they didn't win a chip. They won a tournament, bro. Like that's what
No,
they
stop
won.
it. See, stop it.
They won an NIT invitation.
Yeah,
That's what it
you'd be
was.
talking different if the Nets won. I know that. You'd be talking
No,
different.
I wouldn't be talking different if the
Yeah, you
Nets
would.
won because
Yeah, you
the
would.
thing is the best Nets players wasn't even playing during that
Mm.
bubble, bro.
Hey, BG.
Kyrie and Kevin Durant were not around. They were listen. Kevin Durant got
Also,
paid a whole year to sit out.
talk to him.
Everybody know this,
Never
bro. Like
forget that, Barry. Never forget that.
he didn't suit up
Never
with our
forget that.
team. He didn't suit up with our team until he was 32 years old. That was 2 years
Mm.
after he tore his Achilles. So
32 sound like prime to me. That's what that sound like, Leaf. 32
yeah,
sound like prime.
32 post Achilles. It sound like past prime to me.
Oh,
That's
okay.
what it sound like.
Okay.
That's what it sound like to me. But I mean, we can all make the
No.
logic.
Hold on. That's not an opinion. That's valid. When you look at Kevin Durant past the Achilles, far as before the Achilles injury, he played
The
majority
Achilles
of games.
the Achilles injury basically speeded him past his prime.
So BG, you agree with this? Because the numbers say differently, BG. The numbers say he was
It doesn't
still giving
matter what the
prime
numbers say.
KD numbers. That's what the numbers say.
It doesn't matter what
KD
it doesn't matter what the numbers say, bro.
Yeah,
Like the
that's
injuries
bullshit.
will
Numbers
speed
say.
you up. Here's the thing. When you go from doing what KD was doing at a 70 game average on most of them for what first 9 years of his career, first 9-10 years of his career, and go to after the injury, and now you barely getting 50 games out of him. Like what? Like, but you get the same numbers, bro. It's basically a player that's basically that basically had an injury that ruined the prime and basically put him in his golden years.
That's fair.
Yeah, I disagree on that, but
That injury basically ruined his prime, bro. It did.
Ruined his prime.
Stop it, bro.
Ruined it.
Stop it, bro. You see the numbers he's averaging? Stop it.
Nobody cares about the numbers,
No,
bro.
that's a valid.
Nobody cares about the
Bro,
numbers.
you know what's the crazy part? You know what's the crazy part though?
Nobody cares about the numbers, bro.
When
KD been doing that.
Y'all wasn't saying this, but it's all good.
KD been doing that, but nobody cares about the numbers. Everybody
Hey,
cares about
man.
the sustainability.
At the start of the season, we're talking about KD as an MVP candidate at the start of last season.
We did
when
the
he
same
came out.
thing last year, bro, and he only played how many games?
When he was playing at the start of the season, and y'all were looking nice
And
as a
he
top
only
4
played
seed,
how many games?
they were
And what
talking
did
about MVP.
what did the outcome of the season tell you?
Oh, he got hurt, but we're talking about when he was on the court.
Exactly. I'm talking about the outcome. Nobody from my neck of the woods said anything about him being no MVP.
Hey man, Leaf, I remember you vividly hyping up the Nets' chances early in the season when KD was cooking like that.
Negative.
Let's not do that. Negative.
What? Negative.
That's
negative. Never happened. Negative. You can't find the footage.
When y'all were up with Kyrie and KD, Leaf wasn't talking that talk.
These are lies. Now you're lying. These are lies.
Is that what it is, Breezy? Okay.
These are lies. Barry,
so what was you saying? You were keeping it cool and composed. Or you saying KD about to go down? We got no chance. What were you saying at that point? When KD was looking like an MVP candidate, Leaf, what was you saying? And y'all were top 3 in the East.
First off, I didn't say anything until we made the trades. That's when I was most hyped about the team than anything.
Oh man,
that's a fact. That's a fact.
I'm talking about before that. I'm talking about before all the Kyrie controversy. When y'all were cooking, what were you saying though?
Nobody knew I was a Nets fan during that time, so I didn't say anything.
Nah,
I
that's
didn't
not
say
a cap
anything.
here.
I didn't say anything, bro.
That's a big
Nah.
cap.
No, it's not, bro. Because you could go to PC and find it, bro. The video where everybody found out I was a Nets fan was the same week that Kyrie was asking for a trade, and he eventually and everybody in Lakerland thought they was getting them, and then Wide Load, aka Legend of Losing, or went on a
Oh,
tangent when he didn't get Kyrie, bro. Like, and
that's
then
right.
Who
they messed around and got
Hey,
D'Lo at the trade deadline, and we messed around and got
okay, man. So you
DFS.
played it cool.
So
That's cool. That's
that's
cool. You
what had
played it
happened.
cool. Okay,
That's
okay.
what no
I'm gonna
that's
go with
what
what you
happened.
say. Okay,
That's you
I'm
could
gonna
go
go
to
with what
that
you say.
footage.
I believe you. I believe you. I ain't even gonna trip, man. Yeah, you were playing it cool. You really never really believe. That's all good. So you said that the Lakers superficial deep, right? And not really deep. So let's look at the lineup. Let's look at the roster. You telling me that this squad is not deep? How is this squad not legitimately 10 deep for
This
real?
squad,
Who
this
10 deep
squad.
for real?
Scottie Pippen Jr.
You know what?
They on the
Well,
end of the bench. Don't worry about
I
Max
think they on the
Christie,
end of the bench.
Scottie Pippen Jr. Don't
Definitely.
worry. They're at the
Yeah.
end of the bench.
So,
Yeah. Don't
all
worry about
right.
that.
Listen. This
Don't do
squad
that, Breezy. Don't do that.
this squad looks deep. It
Mm.
looks deep. What's gonna happen, bro? You know what? I'm not even gonna tell you what's gonna happen. I'm gonna just keep
Mm.
it to myself
Nah, I
because
already know.
I'm not
Hey, go
gonna
on
ruin.
your
No,
LeBron
no.
propaganda. I
I'm
already
not
know what's
about.
coming,
I'm
Lee.
not
Do
about
that.
ruining. I'm not about
Mhm.
ruining people's lives anymore, bro. When
No,
it
no, no,
comes
no,
to
no, no. I really
the
want you to tell
Lakers
me.
when it comes to the Lakers and anything LeBron related, bro, I'm not about
No, no,
ruining
no.
people's dreams
Hey,
anymore.
leave.
I'm
Don't
not
act like
about
you ever
no. I'm not gonna
pull.
do it. I'm not gonna
No,
do it.
hey, don't act like you never pulled the trigger on LeBron James propaganda. You be pulling it every chance you get. So I just want you to give it to me like it is. No, no, no. I want
No,
you to
no, no.
because I want to have these
See what you
conversations
said.
all the way throughout the
See,
season.
see, see, see,
I want to have these conversations throughout the season. See
see what you said. You
what?
said pull the trigger on
Mm-hmm.
LeBron James
Propaganda.
propaganda. Now
Yes.
you admitting that LeBron James does have propaganda surrounding him when you say that.
There's a
So
lot,
so
no doubt. Yes, there is. There is.
so the thing is that now the fact that you done said that, now I can't even take anything LeBron or the Lakers do seriously anymore. This is one of the reasons why I told you what I told you about them last year and why I was right last year, bro. Like,
You
and
was right.
eventually it
You had
came
us
true.
going to the
But
conference finals. Is that how you was right? You had us
no,
going
I
to the
didn't have. Well, I had y'all going from 13-7, bro, because the league
Mm.
was going to make sure of it, and I said that
No,
before
see,
then.
that's the propaganda I'm talking about. That's
But
okay.
that's the LeBron propaganda that you
Bro,
brought up, bro. Like, and
bro,
I
you,
was
you
right.
saw the
And
foul by Jason Tatum and they didn't call it. Was that the league
so
helping out
so so
LeBron
so
James? I
one
don't know,
so
man.
one so one so one
Yes,
so a quote unquote missed call
yes.
led to a second half of the season where the Lakers could play all of these bottom feeder teams and everything, and they could just march their way from 13 to
Hey,
7
man.
as one, and then get all the way to the and then get all the way to the struggling two damn series where they supposed to sweep the first two teams that they played in the playoffs. A Grizzlies team that did that only had Triple J and it was missing Steven Adams and Brandon Clark, and they struggled with Xavier Tillman, and then they get to the second round and they
Struggle
supposed to
against them.
wipe out the Warriors in at least 5 or 4, and then they
What?
mess around and extend that series to 6, only to get swept by a Serbian
Realize
who messed around and won, only to get swept by a Serbian, bro. I've been told you about the Lakers, bro, but you believe in the Lakers because you believe in the Lakers for whatever reason, bro. I
because
guess
I'm the Laker fan. No
I
doubt.
guess syrup goes on pancakes. The Titanic
Yeah, bring the
still
pen up.
sinking
Bring the pen
for.
up.
Listen, but the
Mm,
bottom line is this. The bottom line is this.
ain't no pen work.
Y'all have the roster that y'all have
Mm,
currently is
mm,
a stacked looking roster.
mm.
Stacked looking roster. Of course.
What makes it not a stack, Russ? What makes it not a deep
But hold
roster?
on,
If it
because
look like if it look deep, what don't make it deep though?
Here's the thing. The thing is stacked looking roster as opposed to a deep roster
Mm.
is the difference between what we know they can
So,
do
so,
hold
in
on,
their
Leaf
roles.
and Young
so you
Africa.
think
I just wanted to ask y'all something real quick. Jalen Hood Shafino. I hope both of y'all speak on him more Leaf than
Bro, I don't
Young
like that
Africa.
pick, man. I didn't like that pick. So what we got to
I
talk
don't
about?
even
Hood
know who the hell that
Shafino.
is.
You
Yo,
don't
yeah, I
know
was
who
he
that
was
gonna
is?
our
say
Y'all
something.
remember me talking
I don't
about him in the
he was
draft,
our
no.
saying we
first
should move
round.
up
I
and get
He was
don't.
him?
our first
I
round pick.
don't.
Yeah, he was our
Nope.
first round pick.
Okay, so you don't like that pick.
No, we should have got Cam Whitmore, bro. I would have been happy with that pick. We could have got Cam Whitmore,
I ain't gonna
who was
lie. Cam
projected
Whitmore falling as far as he did, bro, was
crazy.
disgusting.
And Lakers could
That
have
big.
picked him up, and for whatever reasons, maybe he had some character issues in the background, whatever it was. His
They did say
athletic
character
ability.
issues, yeah.
Yeah, they say character
Interviews and
issues,
shit.
his attitude and shit. Yeah, he thought he was all that, and he didn't really say all the professional answers. I don't even know how this man. You can play 2K and know what the professional answers are. You know when you do the right 2K answer and your chemistry go up and shit. Like
Exactly.
you could just say the typical shit and get by. And instead, he tried to
Exactly.
be himself. Chemistry going down, but he getting more fans though. The fans is increasing leap when you talk that talk. But the chemistry at that point in time, he didn't say the right things. I would have liked Cam Whitmore, who's a guard, athletic, who was projected to be top 10 lottery pick, and yet he went down to 20 something. And Houston Rockets got
That's
him.
something that I do agree with Africa about, bro. Like, can't listen. Cam Whitmore falling that deep was
Come
just
on.
criminal, bro. Like
Ridiculous,
to me, bro. Like,
And when the Lakers could have got him, because Cam Whitmore went 20th, right? 20th overall. He was projected to go top 10. We got Jalen Hood Chafino at 17, bro. And this guy is 6'6", apparently. Even though he don't look 6'6" on the court, he's 6'6". Not an elite athlete, right? Cannot shoot the ball at a high level. He hasn't got a 3-point shot. He's got solid playmaking, but on this team, we don't need a playmaker who can ball handle and be that guy to orchestrate the offense. That's not a guy that we need. We need a defender on the perimeter,
Why
like
not?
we've been saying.
y'all also need a closer too.
But hold on, why y'all
We
don't
need
need
a
a
defender on the
playmaker?
huh? What?
You
The
see
last,
me
No,
closer?
because
the last
LeBron
time
James gonna have the ball. Austin Reeves gonna have the ball. D'Lo gonna have the ball. And
Y'all
Gabe
also
Vincent
need
gonna
a
have the ball.
closer too.
Gabe Vincent gonna have the ball. And so, hey, look.
I don't know,
We,
man.
we
I think the
our
guard
fourth quarter
Y'all
players
offense
also
gonna be
need
interesting.
somebody that could close games
That's
Brooks
too.
true.
13.
That's why I really
I
like
think
getting Kyrie. But we're gonna see if Darvin Ham can orchestrate a fourth quarter type offense. Because in the NBA, you gotta change your offense by the fourth quarter. Teams are gonna lock in on the shit that you've been doing for
And
the
I
first three
think
quarters.
that's something. And I
So
think that's something that
AD
Lakers
has to be
fans
that
have
go-to
been.
guy. AD's gonna be the guy that has to close.
Lakers fans have not been pleased with those fourth quarters, bro. Like, to
Facts,
say the
man.
least, bro. Like,
Facts.
I listen, when you go in some of these fourth quarters, just to note some of them Nuggets games, those games is wild winnable. The
But
thing
hold
is,
on.
a lot of
I
those
feel
games
like
is wild winnable, but the thing is that they just allowed bad shot selection and bad momentum to
Yeah.
not go in their favor. You know what I'm
Bro,
saying?
who
Anytime,
hold on. I
shot
just wanted to
33%
say
from
I
three.
think the guard play is the softest thing about the Lakers because one Reeves, if he's in the fourth quarter, because of what happened with the FIBA, they're gonna put bigger guards in. I'm gonna switch and put them in the post to see if
No,
that's the go-to, if that's the
we're
bread
gonna
and
send
butter.
help. We're gonna
And
send
then
help.
hold on, we see what
Help.
happened with Gabe Vincent. So that's two examples of guards getting on the switch, getting
What
cooked. You
happened with
got
Gabe
Reeves
Vincent?
and you
What
got
happened?
Gabe Vincent.
What
So
happened with Gabe
again,
Vincent?
like I think that preseason game, just chalking up as that one loss. Y'all just take that one loss to the Brooklyn Nets, and I mean, y'all,
What?
and
What
and
I
happened
was
with
and,
Gabe
hyping.
and, and
Vincent though?
here's and here's the thing
Gabe Vincent a
that
solid defender for his
here's
position.
something that Africa already knows, bro. If you have guards on your team that can get to the second and third level, it's easy as hell to beat the Lakers, bro. It's very, very simple. Jamal
What?
Murray proved it.
No,
Oh,
Jamal Murray
really?
proved
Y'all
it.
guard
Why didn't
play
Jamal
is
Steph
Murray
Curry?
first
proved it.
class.
Hey, what happened
Jamal
with Steph
Murray
Curry at
proved it.
least? What happened with Steph
Jamal
Curry at
Murray
least?
proved. I said second and third level, bro. I didn't say that. I didn't say from the 3-point range, bro. Like, I'm not
No,
talking
leave.
about that.
Hey, come on. Steph Curry can get to the mid range and rim, bro.
No,
Let's not act like
I'm
he don't
talking
do
the
that.
second and third level and finish efficiently, bro. Like, Jamal Murray has proved that he can do that, bro. Like, at a high level, bro. Like, go
Bro,
hence the 32 that he averaged
you
against
know
the
what
Lakers
helped?
in them
You know
guards.
what helped in that series, right? Vanderbilt wasn't able to hit the corner three, and so they were loading up on AD and LeBron and clogging up the lanes,
He
right?
wasn't
And
able to hit the corner three
so
in the previous series
so
either.
he became unplayable, right? He became
Yes.
unplayable. But this is the thing, though. This is the thing, Brazy.
Yeah.
Vanderbilt been working on that corner three, Leaf. He been working on that with our development coach Phil Handy,
Phil
the best
Handy.
development coach in the
For the
NBA.
Bella,
So
yeah, yes, he
so
is.
so
Yes,
he,
yes,
so
he
he
is.
been working on that. He only 24 years old, as you can see on the screen. We just re-upped him for another 4 years, and so he gonna be feeling good. He just got a new
So is Nick
contract.
Claxton, bro.
He
Like,
just
come
got a
on.
new
He's been working on his shooting as well.
and unlike you, not just gonna hate on the Lakers. I think Claxton is gonna be great next season. Defensive player of the candidate. He gonna step up. He gonna improve. I can keep it 100. But what you can't do is not admit that. Let's just look at this team and the rotational pieces that we got. Christian Wood, starter on a lot of teams in the NBA. Gabe Vincent, starter on a lot of teams in the NBA. Right? We got Rui Hachimura, starter on the NBA team in on a lot of teams. We got Torian Prince, solid 3-and-D player. We got Cam Reddish, who ain't even gonna get burned unless somebody go down, who's a sharpshooter, 6'8" shot creator, right? Then we got Jackson Hayes, a starter on a lot of teams in the NBA. Then we got
No, he's
that's
not.
5 on the bench. Then we got that starting unit that I don't even need to mention that is stacked, right? Austin Reeves is not the liability that y'all claiming to be. Why? Because
Yes,
we
he
got
is.
Vanderbilt. No, because we got Vanderbilt. We got the best defender in the NBA in Anthony Davis that erases a lot of mistakes at the rim, Leaf. So at the end of the day, schemes matter in the NBA. And when you got a guy like Austin Reeves that can get cooked,
And
right?
the Lakers scheme is
You don't play in
bullshit.
between. When I'm AD Breezy, you know what I tell Austin Reeves, bro? Press up on your perimeter guy. Don't let him get the shot off if he's a great shooter, and let me meet him at the rim. If he blows by you, we got help. That's what you need to tell
The
Austin Reeves,
problem
bro.
with
You got
here's
that.
the
You got that.
problem with AD. The problem with AD is that he helps out on too many block shot attempts, and that leaves a guy like Jokic on the offensive glass. That's exactly what happens in the conference finals. If you don't believe me, you just go back and look at
No,
the
that's
footage.
true. That's true. He can't contest
And
and get
another
the
and
rebound.
another
But
problem
now we got Christian Wood. Now we
and
got
another
Jackson
problem
Hayes.
and
Hey,
another
we got
problem. Yeah, you got Jackson Hayes, somebody else
and
that's pretty
Christian
much
Wood.
not going to get no minutes because they not going to believe in him during the
No, he the
certain points of
backup
the season.
center, bro. What you mean? He the backup center.
Yeah, so you
He the
say.
backup center.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
he is. Christian
yeah,
Wood, the backup power forward.
yeah,
That's the
so
depth
so
we
you
talk
say.
about,
So
Leaf.
hold on,
That's
hold
the
on.
depth
All right,
we
so
talk
hold
Yeah,
on.
about.
so you say.
All right, so hold on. Young Africa,
We deep.
just
We
yeah.
deep.
What you think the starting lineup should be? And if you said 10, so name your 10 in your starting
Oh,
lineup.
10 rotation. So this is my thing. I got personally, I would say Austin Reeves at the 1. I want Austin Reeves to be the point guard. I want
That's a
D'Lo
bad
to play off
idea.
ball.
LeBron's gonna run the point.
D'Lo.
That's a
That's
very
D'Lo
bad
at the
idea.
2. That's
LeBron's
not
Hold
running
on.
the
mad.
point, bro.
Yeah, he a better. Hey, see, they already mad, bro. I don't know why Austin
No,
Reeves
no,
is
I'm
mad.
just
Get it
letting
off.
you know it's a bad idea, bro. Like that. I'm
Now
just
go
letting
ahead,
you
go
Austin
know.
ahead,
Reeves
get it
is a
off.
I
better
mean,
playmaker than D'Lo. He a better ball handler than D'Lo. He makes better high IQ plays and decision making.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And so I got Austin Reeves at the 1, D'Lo at the 2. I got
wait, y'all don't got Gabe Vincent starting?
No, we do not have Gabe Vincent starting. No, he coming off the bench. So we got Austin Reeves at the 1. We got D'Lo at the
Somebody
2.
that
And the
just
reason
went to
why
the
D'Lo
finals
has
is
to start
coming off
is
the bench. Wow.
D'Lo needs to show us that why D'Lo needs to start. He needs to show us that he can play off
I
So
ball,
don't
Gabe
know.
Vincent is
that he
starting.
can hit the
I
threes,
feel
that
like
he can hit his threes consistently, catch and shoot, space the floor. And if he doesn't perform to the level, you start him and then you train him at the trade deadline for whatever pieces you get back. And so
So
that's
wait,
why you got
Gabe
to start.
Vincent is
You got
starting
to
then.
start. No, he's not starting. It's Austin Reeves at the 1, Gabe Vincent at
I
the 2.
think
We're not
Gabe
going no
Vincent's gonna
3 guard
start, bro.
lineups, bro.
Oh,
Austin
Yeah,
so
Reeves
yeah.
at the
You
Gabe
2.
just said,
Vincent
bro.
at the
You
2
just
or
said Gabe
D'Lo at
Vincent
the
at the
2?
two. Yeah.
No. I said D'Lo at the 2. My bad. I said
Okay.
D'Lo at the 2.
D'Lo.
I said Austin Reeves at the 1, D'Lo at the 2, Jared Vanderbilt at the 3. I got LeBron at the 4 and AD at the 5, bro. And then off the bench, number 1 guy off the bench, we got Gabe Vincent off the bench. Then we got
No.
6
Oh,
man as
wait.
well,
Over
Rui Hachimura.
Over Rui.
We got Rui. Oh, they're gonna come in at the same time, so don't matter. Don't matter. 6 and 7 man coming in at the same time at the 8-minute mark. So we got Gabe Vincent. That's 7-man rotation. We got Rui Hachimura. That's an 8-man rotation. We got
Yeah.
Christian Wood. That's a 15 and 10 off the bench. That's 9-man rotation, right? That's
I feel like he's mid though.
15 and
that's
10
9.
off the
And then
bench.
we got Jackson Hayes as the backup big. That's 9. And then we got what's his name? He's on the screen. Is he on the screen? No, he ain't on the screen. But we
Yeah,
got Torian Prince rounding out the 10-man
Oh,
rotation, 3
nah,
and D.
he's
And
garbage.
so that's a legit. And then I ain't even mentioned Cam Reddish. I ain't even mentioned Max Christie, who's going to improve this season, who's
We
going to get
know
some.
Cam Reddish ain't gonna get no playing time, bro.
Yeah, he ain't unless somebody go down. But but that's an official and a legitimate 10-man rotation that we got off the bench.
I
Yeah,
don't really see no
it
like
sounds like
scoring though.
something.
Like shooting is gonna be
And you know
hard
what
to
that
pick.
allows, Breezy? The beautiful thing of what that allows is LeBron James to not play too many minutes in the regular season, AD to not play too many minutes in the regular season, and they're going to be healthy and prime for the playoffs because we're not going to be grinding to make the playoffs like we did in the last 20 games last season. We're going to be a top 3 seed, sitting comfortable, Leaf, by the time the playoffs come around. That's what's going to happen, bro.
All right,
So what's
so hold on. That was same
The
thing for
second that
you.
AD and LeBron gum off the floor, they're gonna get thrashed.
No,
All right, so
we got the
same
best
thing for
bench
you,
in
Lee.
the NBA. Just to let you know, we got the best bench in the NBA,
Stop
bro. Just to let y'all
lying.
know.
They lying.
No,
I don't know. I
now you
think that
said
the guard. I
Which
think the
bench is
guard
better
play
than
is
ours?
soft.
Huh?
I
What do
don't
you
like your
mean?
guard play, man. I don't like your guard
What?
play.
Well, I don't. Well, one,
Gabe
I don't.
Vincent, D'Lo,
I
Austin
still
Reeves.
don't
What?
listen. Even after
That's 3
all the
starters, man.
even after all the pieces that they gave up, I still don't think y'all got better reserves than Boston. That's one.
No, you name me the 5 guys off the bench in Boston, bro.
The
yeah,
five
That's
bro.
guys
I
off
don't
the
know about
bench.
that.
Well, I got to name you
yeah.
their starting lineup first. They
Go
But
ahead.
starting
hold
lineup.
on, Leaf. I wanted you to do the do your 10 for the Brooklyn Nets.
10
This
for the
the
Brooklyn Nets.
this the
Let's see.
roster right here.
Yeah, then we gotta look at
Mikal,
Bucks.
Mikal,
Good,
Cam
good,
Johnson,
good,
um, Claxton,
good,
who else? Who we got? Cam Thomas.
good.
We got
Cam Thomas in your starting five, leave. Oh, so you switched up already by halfway through the stream? Okay.
I wanted. I listen. No, no. I wanted them on my starter five like many episodes ago. I just
Okay.
don't know if it, I just don't know if it's a good idea or
Okay.
not, bro. Like
Okay,
we
go
got
ahead, man. Cam Thomas. Are you putting Ben Simmons in there or what, man? Like,
No,
what's up?
trash,
no. We
trash,
putting Ben Simmons in there, bro. Like, listen,
trash.
if we really want to put Ben Simmons in there to play with, I think to play with Mikal and whatchamacallit, like
Trash,
just to be the facilitator. I mean,
trash,
and
Defender as well. That's how
yeah,
you.
the defender as well. So yeah, Ben
Yeah,
Simmons will
he
trash,
can
probably be
trash.
cover up for
in
Cam Thomas. Cam Thomas
there.
is guards corner shooters. Like
Off the
there's
bench,
37 million reasons. There's
off
37
yeah
million
yeah
eight
yeah
hundred ninety three reasons why you
yeah
gotta
yeah
play.
off the bench, probably Dinwiddie,
Oh,
uh,
trash.
Lonnie Walker,
Good.
Garbage.
who else? We probably gonna have who our wings. We got Royce O'Neal,
Trash,
DFS,
trash.
DFS, and probably
DFS is solid though. DFS is solid. So
DFS is solid.
Trash. He can give
DFS
me
and
the brick. He gonna be
huh?
shooting them bricks again.
Bricks.
he only played 28 games, bro. Please. Um
Trash,
and whatchamacallit, Dayron is probably gonna be our backup
trash.
five.
Dayron Sharp. Oh, that's a bad look, man. That's a bad.
That's trash.
See, if you keep listening to a casual like Barry, bro, like he gonna convince you, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like he gonna
Bro,
move you to a
you're
corner.
not
He
saying you're
called
not gonna
Barry
say
the
that.
casual.
You're
I'm
not gonna
crying.
say that and
You
say
gonna keep
Jaron
you
Sharp is
got you
nice,
keep
bro.
bro.
You're
I'm
not gonna do
telling you,
that.
bro. Listen, keep listening to Barry, bro. Like he gonna do. I'm
So,
telling you,
bro,
he gonna walk you clean off
young
a
Africa,
cliff, bro.
young Africa, you think
He gonna
Sharp is
walk you
nice?
clean off a cliff. There's nothing that he can say to me, bro. Like he
Young
gonna walk
Africa,
you
you
clean
think
off a
Jaron
cliff.
Sharp is nice?
He gonna walk you clean off a cliff, bro.
I must admit, like
No, no,
in the
no.
small
Do
minutes
you
that
know
he
who that
got,
is?
he was productive. Like he too young to even know what his potential is. Like I didn't even see
Yeah,
a lot
I'm
of him
saying.
last season. He didn't
Dayron
play
is
a lot.
like the ninth player off our bench, bro. Like what are you talking about? Like
He didn't
it's
play
Ninth,
enough for me.
more like 15.
Hmm?
You funny.
yeah,
J-Ron
you
Like
Sharp
he's
is
funny.
one of the
he a
best
really good
rebounders
rebounder
on
though.
our
I remember
team.
him crashing the
He
boards.
really yeah.
I remember him crashing the boards, getting offensive rebounds when he
I
was playing.
remember him getting dogged on the boards by Paul Reed, but that's another story.
Oh, okay.
Right, but that's the thing. Again, he's another player, and like what we said about trajectory, that we want to keep around because we're trying to develop these players. We
Oh, he
got Kevin
undersized too. He
Ollie.
only 6'9" at the center position. He only 6'9".
Kevin
He
Ollie
undersized.
coached a
6'9"
championship.
as a backup center, bro. You got to live with that. Okay.
Look, Kevin Ollie coached a championship college team in I think Connecticut. Mikal Bridges won the championship in college. So even Mikal Bridges being the star, his development is him going from role player to a star player.
Yeah.
All of the, you know what I mean. All of the players on our team
This
have a
season need to hurry
trajectory
up and stop and
of
start, bro. I'm
developing
sick and
their
tired of this
game to
movie.
something more than what they were doing. That's Clax, Cal Bridges. We need Cam Johnson to be more of a shot creator. You know what I'm saying? We kind of want Royce O'Neal to be consistent. I think he on a trade. I think he trade bait. You know what I mean? To be honest.
Yeah.
I think Noah Clowney, he on the bench. But I do think that the players that they do send to the G League, they can come up and actually get some Brooklyn Nets minutes. I do think that's going to happen throughout the season because it's hard to ask or
I
it's a
think
tall
that's going to
ask.
happen in the
But
preseason, bro, for sure. But
yeah,
in
it's
terms
hard.
of because in terms
Who
of the
was your
main
first
roster,
round pick this season? Who was the draft
our
pick you
first
had?
round pick was if I'm not mistaken, it was Whitehead. I think.
First we got
White.
three. We
I
had
think it was I think it was Whitehead and
we had
Clowney.
two. We had
Whitehead.
the Rig Whitehead and Noah Clowney and Jalen Wilson was the third, but second round pick at 51. But let me ask y'all a question. I'm asking the panel. With that new rule, and I'm asking in a percentage. This is the question is the answer in a percentage. With
Right.
that new rule of players in the NBA, let's just say it's 500 to round it off. How many players are playing 65 games or more?
I think it's going to be a lot of players playing 65 games or more because some of these you got to remember that some contracts is up for grabs too, bro. Like so I think some Players ain't going out. Like, they ain't gonna be too fun to leaving money on the table because of this simple rule, bro. If they got to get in the game and sub in for like 2 minutes and do the AC Green shit where they sub in 2 minutes and sub out, then they'll probably mess around to do that. That's also how AC Green got his streak.
No, I don't think they're gonna do that though, because that's gonna mess up their averages and their stat lines for all NBAs, Leaf, and that's gonna mess up their averages.
that too. But I mean, but in terms of like them, in terms
Oh
of them
no.
getting
Oh
contracts,
no. I know he just didn't write that. What? Come on, bro.
y'all
Come
do
on,
because
bro.
y'all don't
Say that
have.
up.
Well,
Yeah, say that
y'all
up.
really don't have no backup center. Y'all lost
Talk
him.
to
Stop
him,
it.
Brock work.
Stop it, bro. No, we don't want him. Trust me.
Y'all didn't
He's
want
bad.
And
Landell
low key,
either,
I'm
bro.
taking
Like, so I don't
Ball
know.
Ball over Dayron Sharp. I'm taking Ball Ball
Hell
over
yeah.
Dayron Sharp.
Hell yeah. Any day. What? Like,
So
come
he
on.
taking Bobo. Bobo, the same Bobo that got cut by Orlando.
Yo, I
Yeah,
was
yeah, that
talking.
guy. That guy.
I was talking. I was on Big Ox stream the other day, and he was talking about if they was to make the trade, the Suns made the trade with the Indiana Pacers, and Indiana Pacers got Ayton, which would make Ayton kind of like a one guy there with Tyrese Halliburton running that pick and roll and whatnot. Case in point is the Suns would get I'm sorry, Miles Bridges and
Miles Bridges. Who? Hell
Miles
no.
what's his name?
Miles Turner. Miles Turner.
Miles Turner.
Miles Turner, and they would get Buddy Hill. They would get in the trade with Indiana.
That,
So
that, that's a win for the Suns.
that's what I'm
That is
saying.
that is
He
kind of
said,
that's somewhat of a win for the Suns because that's a
right,
better shot blocker. That's for
right.
sure.
I was saying, I
Yeah.
agree
Miles
that
Turner is a better
Oh,
shot
and the
blocker.
sharpshooter as well to
I
take the
think,
heat off the doubles on
Yeah.
I think the
Booker and
Suns come
KD.
out the
Yeah,
West.
yeah, he could definitely hit. Yeah, he could definitely hit the three for
I think the
sure.
Yeah.
Suns come out the West if they make that trade, and
I
I
mean,
think it
they're
benefit
still
both
coming out the West.
teams.
I mean, they're still coming out the West.
No, I don't
Regardless.
think they come
Well,
out the West with their team
not
right now.
Yeah,
not
I could
necessarily.
bet. I could bet that. So.
Hey, bet
You
what?
ain't, you ain't got no money in bed. You broke.
I bet you $5.
Oh, so that means you don't. Oh, so that means they're coming out the West then.
They not
No,
coming out the West.
I don't think they coming out the West.
Oh,
If they
we
make
see.
look, I do think they're coming out the West if they make that trade. If they
Niggas
get
gonna be out
Miles
Bro,
too
Turner and
fucking
Buddy
what?
early.
Hill, I do think they're coming out the West. But with
Do
the
you
way
see
the
the
team is now,
man?
and on
This is
DeAndre
coming
Ayton,
from. This is coming from a
listen,
team gonna be a playing team. So okay.
listen.
This is
I
the
think
second round
DeAndre
exit.
Ayton. I think DeAndre Ayton being disgruntled that he's not going to be an option. You know, he was a number one pick.
DeAndre Ayton got to dominate on on them boards, bro. Like he got to go
But
off, bro. Like
bro, they're
in
going
order
to have
for
one of the
it,
best shooting percentages in the league. We're
yeah.
dominating
Facts.
But my
defense,
thing
bro.
is, in order for this experiment for the Suns to work, bro, he got to dominate in the paint
That's true.
and get on the
Experiment is
boards.
crazy. That's
In
But
crazy.
order
that's
for
true.
this
But
experiment to work, bro, like he has to dominate on the boards.
that's true. But trust me, they don't need him like that. Trust me. They got Booker and they
Man,
got.
he got to do
Bro,
something, bro.
defense.
Like, don't just say they don't
Defense.
need
What do
him,
you
bro. Like KD
exactly,
is out
man?
here playing 70 games, bro. Like, stop it,
Facts.
bro. Like
Right.
he need to dominate, bro. And
And we
listen,
know KD ain't helping
the
Aiden on
court,
the boards like
listen,
that. Like
yeah,
KD playing the power forward.
nah. The KD gonna help on the boards, but the thing is,
No, he
KD gonna
not.
help on the boards for 40 games. Like listen, DeAndre Ayton and Booker, they been there from the beginning when that team was shit, bro. Like now they got to lead. They got to show. They got to assert themselves, bro. They got
Yeah,
to
but yeah,
dominate. They got to dominate in some aspects of that game.
yeah.
And
Devin
Aiden
Booker
got
gonna
it.
have to score. He gonna play. He has to play out his mind as always. Just like he did in the
What you
playoffs when
mean?
he was going for 70% and
What you mean?
50% from three. He has to
Hell
do that.
no. No. What? Do you
but
see the roster?
what I'm saying is they want y'all want that, and again, I don't think Aiden agrees with that. He wants to be more of an impact on the offensive side of the ball.
Oh
He
well,
been
he
playing
gets
ball.
well.
But
He been
he gonna have to
listen.
dominate on the boards, bro.
But
Like
no,
He,
but
it's that
look, what I'm
simple.
saying is this is why he could push for the trade to go into Indiana Pacers, unless he just don't want to live in Indiana. But my point
I
is,
mean, who do want
you
to live
know,
in Indiana? Like,
right, nobody, right? But
yeah,
what I'm saying is when you got Aiton who could run the pick and roll with a Tyrese Halliburton, that would make Indiana a different team after that.
sure, trust me,
And
bro. Trust me,
again, both
bro. I don't know
both
who
of
you
them,
think. I don't know who you think Aiden is. He ain't him, bro. I ain't gonna lie
bro.
to
But
you.
when
hey,
listen,
listen,
what I'm saying
Aiden
is,
gonna have to
no, I'm
debo.
talking
He
about
gonna have to
players and how
debo the
they
boards,
play. I'm
man.
talking about players and how they play when they don't fit on the team or they do fit on the team. Aiton,
Mm.
I think he wanted to roll falls on offense because he feel like he could score the ball. but you had Booker in front of him and CP3. But now with
Yeah.
CP3 not going in, now you got KD, Booker, and Bill. He ain't never
Yeah.
gonna have no offensive obligation. I don't think
Yeah,
he's
that's
gonna be
right.
happy for them to come out the West. I
Which
think
which
if the Suns come, I think so.
which
My
means
point, and
that he got to kill on the intangibles, Breezy, bro.
no,
Like,
but what I'm
listen,
saying, he don't want fuck the intangibles. He don't want to do the intangibles. That's what I'm
well,
saying.
he gonna have to, bro, if he want to stay there, bro. Like, and
I
he
don't
don't want
think
to
he
go
want
to
to
Hick,
stay.
and he
That's
want
my that's
well,
my
he want to go
whole
to
point.
Indiana, bro. Ain't no
Nigga want to
clubs
be an
in Indiana.
all-star, man. He want to
Said
put up
ain't no
20 and
clubs. They
10,
ain't got
bro.
no porn stars in Indiana.
He want to
Yeah,
put
they
up
ain't got no
20
porn
and
stars
10.
in. Well, nah.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
well, yes they do.
nasty,
Nah, I ain't gonna lie,
bro.
they got
That's
Tiana Trump out there.
Yeah,
that's
Oh,
that's
yeah,
Forgot
Tiana
nasty.
about her.
Trump, yeah.
But yeah, they do got her out there. But
so. Hold on, let me
Man,
ask you
Leaf
this.
knowing the location of the stars is
Let me
crazy,
ask you this, young
man.
Africa.
somebody told me
Yeah.
that, bro. Like, somebody hit me up.
Let
Somebody
me
hit me
ask
up with the locale. I was like, hey, your word. I'm like, I ain't
young,
out in it.
Yeah.
young Africa roster for roster. The way the Suns roster look right now,
Yeah,
and the way the
don't do
LA
it. Don't
roster
do it.
look right now. Y'all feel who you feel got the better team?
Oh, compared to the Lakers? Oh, the Lakers easily got a better roster, more complete, more balanced, deeper roster, and that's the
That
thing.
gotta be.
That's the
That
thing
gotta
that the
be a
Phoenix
joke.
Suns. Hey, BG, look.
That gotta be a joke.
Gonna get it off. You gonna get it off.
My
Let me just say
guy,
this,
my guy. Stop it, bro. Stop it.
Hold
bro.
on,
Stop
yo,
what?
BG, let him get his shit off,
Look,
BG.
Barry is gonna disagree with everything,
listen,
Right,
bro.
bro.
Like, you
Listen.
dealing with a casual
right, Barry.
Africa,
Let
bro.
him get
Don't
his. Let
talk
him
too
No,
finish,
loud.
and then
listen. Can I talk?
you next.
Can I talk? Booker
Go ahead.
alone.
No. Let Barry get it off. I'm gonna reply to him. Go ahead, Barry.
Go ahead.
Booker alone is better than the whole Lakers besides LeBron. I'm lying. Booker alone is better than the whole Lakers besides
Booker
LeBron.
is better than Anthony Davis, bro.
You really
He
gonna
about to
stand for
lie.
that?
He about to lie. He
Huh?
about to lie.
Yes.
He about to
You
lie.
said?
You almost got him. He about to
Yes.
lie. He about to lie.
Did you see what
Almost
AD
got
was
him. Go
doing?
ahead.
Did you see what AD was doing against the Denver?
What?
Was he even playing in that series?
Bro, he dropped 27 points and 14 rebounds, bro. What you mean? Was he
Look
even
at
playing?
go look
Bro?
at Booker numbers and look at Davis numbers in
Bro,
those.
we got to the conference finals, bro. Hey, look.
Who got the
And got
Let me tell
broom?
you
swept by
something
a
about.
Serbian.
Who got the
Let me tell you something.
broom?
Oh yeah, we did.
At
But let
least
me
we
tell you
took
something.
two games.
Let
At
me
least
tell you
we
about
took
something.
2 games off
Hold
the
up.
Nuggets, bro. Y'all got swept.
Y'all what?
At least we took 2 games off the Nuggets. Y'all got swept though, bro.
Oh, y'all praising 2 games now. That's what we're doing, bro. Hey, this is
I'm
something
not
you don't
praising the
understand
two
about
games,
the
but
NBA.
you didn't get one win.
So hold on, Barry. You're saying that because Booker is better than everybody, but that is a good rebuttal by Young Africa because you said that Booker better than everybody but
He
LeBron,
wasn't
and then
prepared
he
to
said,
said
"What
it was
about
better than
AD?"
AD.
And then AD now that's yeah.
He
So
wasn't
Hey,
about to
Barry,
go. He
you
wasn't
realize
about to jump off
Wait,
that cliff.
you
Didn't
realize
Barry
Booker?
ain't
there's
that
two
Wait,
sides to
crazy.
the ball, right? You
Didn't
realize there's
Booker
two
took,
sides to the ball, right? You realize that,
listen?
right, Barry?
Didn't Booker took out AD last 2 years to win to the finals? You forgot about that,
Bro, did he win a championship, bro? Because the last time I checked, AD got a ring. Devin Booker don't, bro. What
bro?
we
You
talking
took one of those that bubble ring? Come on, stop it,
Bro, stop it. Yeah, the same ring that
bro.
y'all could have had to win it, but y'all weren't
Stop
good
it,
enough.
bro. Stop it,
Yeah,
bro.
the same
Stop
one.
it, bro. Y'all got
Same one.
breaks too, and y'all got a break. Come on, stop it.
Look, man, look. Just like y'all got a break, but look. This what we got to do, right? When we break down players, right, we got to look at the context of the team that they're on and what they do for their teams and the value, right? There's two sides of the ball. AD is the best defender in the NBA. He also
Which
is
is a joke.
Bring the end the stream, end the stream,
he's
end
the
the
best
stream.
Which
defender
is
in
a
the
joke.
NBA.
Bring the end the
No, that's
stream,
not a
bro.
joke. That's a
Bring
fact.
the end the
He's the
stream,
best.
Which is the
What,
biggest joke, bro? Because we
bro.
all know
Bring
that
bro?
he's a
the
help defender, bro, and he
Oh
overhelps
my
a
bring the
lot
end
of
the
times,
stream,
goodness.
bro,
bro.
and
End the stream.
he
Team
always
defense,
pays
leaf.
for it.
Hey, on-ball defense ain't the only valuable thing. That's only one
Bro,
part of
you say he's the
defense.
best defender
Rebounding.
in the league?
He's one of the
Bro,
best rebounders
Okay.
in the look.
Well,
Y'all ain't
let's
okay.
stop
Let me get
putting
it
that
off.
Africa, bro.
Y'all want to hear it?
hold
Stop
on.
every day calling it
One
Africa,
on
bro.
one, we seen him get cooked by a Serbian. Did we
Bro,
not?
Bro,
One on
what
one
one,
type of
we
weed they
seen him
selling in
get
Africa?
MVP.
murked by a Serbian.
MVP Serbian. Put the respect on it. He ain't just an average Serbian. He an MVP Serbian. Don't do that. One of the
Joel won the
greatest centers
MVP last year.
in the
Stop
game.
it, bro. Come
Don't
on.
do that. Don't do that. Don't do that,
Joel
Leaf.
won the
Don't do
MVP
that.
last
Don't
year.
act like he just another nigga. No, don't do that, Leaf. Don't do that.
Joel won the
Don't do
MVP
that.
last year.
So he cooked just like he cooked the Suns, just like he cooked everybody on his way to the chip. So let me tell you something.
Bro, AD's not
He had a
him.
historic run. He had a historic run
AD
in
got it
four
the
AD's
worst
seasons.
though.
AD's not
Hold
been
on,
better than
AD
LeBron
got
right
it the
now.
worst though.
bro. Devin Booker, right?
Bro,
He
Brooker's
plays
better
great on
than
offense. He's an average defender. Right? He doesn't even handle the ball and initiate the offense that well if he ain't looking for his
AD
own
don't
shot.
do that either.
If he ain't
What the
looking
fuck you
for his
talking
own
about?
shot.
Bro,
What?
What the fuck you talking about?
80 has well. The
We
thing is,
talking about impact. Hey, Barry, there's
Devin,
something you gotta
Devin
understand
Booker,
about the context, bro.
Devin
Just because
Booker has
Devin Booker
flashed
does
as a
skill
playmaker.
set,
By the way,
bro.
just to let
Hey,
you know.
I'm not talking about no flashes. We're talking about what they have done in their careers up to this point
And
and who
AD
is a
ain't
better
even doing
player
shit since
right
he went to the
now.
Lakers. When we
Yeah,
did
and
the
Devin Booker
Pelicans,
can't block
he
shots.
didn't
How
get
about
out the
that?
fucking first
Devin Booker,
round when he was the
Devin
Pelicans.
Hey, AD leads elite offenses throughout his. I mean, elite defenses throughout his whole career. So that's his
Man,
impact.
He
bro,
got
That's
out the
his
first
I
impact.
don't
round.
know what type of
But
weed is. I don't
BG,
know
His
what type
impact
of
on the
weed
game.
they sell in Africa, bro.
BG,
I don't know
you
what type
being
of weed they sell in
BG, you
Africa.
being
Barry,
disingenuous
you
because
can't talk the game with me, Barry. I know you only think about offense. That's the only important thing, bro. AD gives you elite offense and elite defense, bro. That's the
Bro, you
difference
just said he's the
between AD
best
and
defender in the
Booker.
fucking league.
That's
Like
the difference.
what?
yeah,
What?
Like come on, bro. You
that I
smoking crack,
disagree.
my guy.
What'd you
You're
say?
smoking crack. You just said AD is the best defender in the league. That's what
Yes,
you
he is.
said.
Who better than AD on defense?
He's one of the best. I'll take
Who
Bam
better
over.
than AD on defense? That's my
I'll
opinion.
take
But who better than
I'll
Hey
take
Barry? No,
Bam.
no. Don't try to save him, Drake. Barry, who better than AD on
Man,
defense?
Bro, I'm not going back and forth with you.
Yeah, oh man, look at these niggas getting exposed, bro. This crazy, man. Make a lot of statements, but got no answers out here. That's what I do, Breezy. When I press niggas full court press, they be turning the ball over before they get to half court. That's what
When he
happens.
full court press, he looking like Pat
Joke,
Bev, bro. He gonna get
didn't
Straight
Joker
fucking
up.
cook
dropped
them on
on.
defense? Last time I'm
What?
checking, didn't Joker give them the broom? Okay,
Bro, I asked you
okay.
a question, bro. Yeah, he did. I can
Thank
at least
you.
acknowledge the fact. So you made a
Thank you.
statement. AD
Barry
not the
don't
best
answer
defender.
no questions, bro. Like, trust me.
You said AD not the best defender. So who
He's
is
not the
Barry?
best defender in the league. Stop it. No, he's
Who
not.
is? Who is then?
He's not the best defender. I know
Oh my
that for
God.
a
Hey,
fact.
who is, bro? Why you keep running from the
Don't worry
question?
who is, but he's not.
Bro, man, you run
he
run from the
said,
grind just
I
like Kevin
told you.
Durant, bro. Ducking. You ducking just like KD out here,
"Oh,
bro. This is crazy, Barry.
oh."
What you said?
He
You
said,
ducking just
"Ducking."
like KD, bro. I'm asking you a simple question. If AD ain't the best defender,
That's
who is
why
the
you
best
like
defender,
KD
bro?
so much.
Yeah, exactly. Because he be ducking, swerving, everything out here, bro.
Yeah,
Ridiculous,
y'all
bro.
getting the brooms too.
Come
But
on,
Yeah,
y'all,
man.
y'all got
but
the
y'all
brooms
Africa,
too.
you don't
Y'all gonna
think
be second
Bam?
round exits, bro, just like last season,
Yeah,
bro.
all right.
Second
You want to
round
bet that?
exit.
You want to bet
Second
that
round
the
exit.
Suns go further than the Lakers? I could bet
The
that.
Second
Lakers, the
round
Lakers
exit,
and the
bro.
Suns
Oh,
playing the first week actually. But
oh yeah,
Round
that's
exit.
gonna be light work if we play the Lakers.
Light work.
Light work. Light
Yeah,
KD
work.
gonna
for the
play.
Lakers, facts.
KD gonna
Facts.
play 20 minutes.
That's gonna be light work. And Ben
He
Simmons
don't
gonna
want
be
to see
playing
Bron. He
on
been
the bench.
ducking Brown for like 5 years now, bro. He been ducking Brown.
The last time he played LeBron, he kicked him
Was in
out 2
20.
years. So
Last time he played, LeBron was in a Warriors uniform.
yeah, and beat them two times.
Facts. It's
Beat
been
them
too
two
long.
times too.
Nah, the Warriors beat LeBron, not KD. The Warriors beat LeBron.
Who
Steph
got
Curry.
Finals MVP? Who got Finals MVP?
Mm.
Oh, all right.
Who ain't been to the conference? Who ain't been back to the conference final since though? Who that guy? How come the number 2 option, the second best player on that team, went and won a ring after KD left? How that work?
Yeah, yeah.
BG getting cooked,
Think you
bro.
cooking something? You think you cooking something?
Listen,
Yeah.
Hey, what up, Dre? What you pull up for, Dre? What up, man? What's up?
Yeah, I was trying to get on the defense thing. Like, you don't think Bam is more valuable on the defensive end than AD is?
No, I do not. No, I do
Because
not.
I
The only
do.
reason why. Huh? No, I
Bam
do
is
not.
versatile.
Go
Because
ahead.
Bam is so versatile. He can guard on the perimeter and he can, rim protect sometimes. I
Hey,
saw him
go
meet
ahead.
Tatum at the rim. I seen
Yo,
him meet
Trey, bro, I don't know why you going back and forth.
Embiid at the rim.
Hey, Barry, stop it, bro.
No, but no, but hold on,
At least
hold on.
Dre
Let
had
me
an
say
answer
this.
to the question,
No,
unlike
no,
you, Barry. You couldn't even name a player in the
You
NBA.
said
Don't do
AD's the
that,
best
Barry.
defender in the
Because
league.
Barry
no,
don't
but
be watching defense like that. He only just come up to hate. He don't even watch defense. He just watch the buckets.
Man, stop it, bro.
That's all he do. But
Stop it.
hey, Drake.
Stop it, bro. Stop it. AD's not the best
You know
defender in the
Barry is
league.
the
Doesn't AD
cat.
also
I
doesn't AD
don't know what
also
type
go
of
to the perimeter?
weed they sell in Africa, but
Hey,
yeah,
they
they need
sell
to start telling you
amazing
that.
weed out here, low key. They sell amazing weed out here.
No, they
But hey,
don't.
Let me tell you, hey, honestly, it's so prevalent. It's so prevalent where I'm from. You can just go into the wilderness and find some marijuana trees.
Yeah, that's some. Yeah,
that shit
that's
off
some
the branch.
bangweed
Leaf
they
off
smoke
the
over there.
branch. It's very leafy.
Bro,
Leaf. My out shit very leafy. Leaf. You gotta cut that shit down yourself. But hey, I'm gonna tell. I'm gonna tell you.
Sensational.
Stop
Yeah,
it.
you got to stop
sensational.
entertaining Barry, bro. We
Impeccable.
know he's
Impeccable.
casual. Stop it.
Impeccable. But hey, Dre, doesn't AD also guard the perimeter? Didn't we see AD in the pick and roll
What?
against the Golden State Warriors
No.
last season?
But bro,
Check Steph Curry 1-on-1 on the perimeter. We didn't see that.
What?
bro,
For
that was
like,
just one play. That
for
was
like
just
two
one play.
plays.
Oh, that's just one play. You saw
For
that
like
one play
two
though.
plays.
What that one play show you? Huh?
But nah,
What
but
is
when
he
y'all look,
Bam.
hold on.
about?
When you look
I
at the
think Bam.
hold
go
on,
ahead.
when you look at the defensive dashboard, they show this basically shows the percentage when one player is guarding another player, and the best player in the league was not AD, it was Brook Lopez. Brook Lopez is you could score on him, but you shoot at a very low percentage doing so.
What's the
So
field goal percentage? No. Click that. Yeah, click that.
hold on. So where was it?
And Embiid is third.
No. That's not the right one.
No, this
No.
this is defensive field goal percentage, and I just switched
defended
it.
field goals. So click it again. Now the lower the number, the better the number. That's the point.
Yeah, right.
There you go. See,
So
look,
go
this
to the
how many.
percentage. That's attempts though. That's attempts. That's makes. That just
Right,
means
but
how
look,
many
look,
shots
but they-
you contest. Makes don't
Okay.
even matter that much as a percentage.
I
Go
don't
to the
see
percentage,
AD
though.
name up here.
No, because you're not
Nah,
doing it right.
he up here. He up here.
No.
Where he
10
at?
field goals made means that niggas getting buckets on your head. That's what that means, bro. Defended field goals
If
made
it says field goals made, but yeah, that means
with the M. Hey, that means Brook Lopez getting buckets on his head.
Then that means you got to click it again to basically see who's getting scored on
the
the
reverse,
least.
yeah, the lowest number, and then you have to go by.
Oh, let
Then
me
you have
go
to
to
keep going
frequency.
to niggas that play the game though. Like all these niggas don't play, so they're gonna be on the thing.
Games
Now
played.
go to percentage.
You got
Go to the percentage.
Vucevic played 82.
Vucevic play 82. Oh wow.
Yeah, he
Kevin
did.
Looney,
Looney.
Patrick Williams, Harrison Barnes.
I think
No.
you got
Go to the percentage though. Go to the percentage until we get to elite players.
Search and go to like position.
Go to that defensive field goal percentage that you have to start.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So keep so these are all now click the other way. Yeah. Now keep going down. Just keep going down until we get to the real niggas that be defending out here. These are all the niggas that look bench niggas.
Now, if you said from February to April, it's probably
40%
AD.
would be elite. Giannis. So Giannis is the first real nigga we see. Niggas
You
averaging
know, you got
42%.
Robin Williams. You got Robin Williams up in
Robert
there.
Williams. Okay, Robert Williams is there. Yeah, that's facts. Robert Williams is there.
If you get to February and April, then you're gonna find
Keep
AD. But
Oh
you
shit,
gotta
they
wait
got
until you
KD
go.
right next to Giannis. Oh shit.
Barry, you didn't know that. Stop it.
These niggas going like KD be doing that.
Where the fuck?
Barry, you don't watch the game. Stop
I'm
it.
still trying to see where the fuck is AD name at.
Keep going. You gonna see
I don't see AD name neither.
The fuck? Where is he at? If he's the
Because
fucking
AD
best
was
defender?
hurt. AD was hurt that time.
Keep going.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So we got to go to
Free throws?
February and
Free
April,
throws?
bro. The 2 months where AD was going off defensively.
Go to the next page, Breezy. There are 11 pages on that.
Yo,
Go to
Bro,
that.
you got to go to the next page, bro. This conversation is over. Come on.
No, it ain't over.
It's over.
Yes, it is.
Hey, what Breezy should have did is
We
put the
already ran
filter
into
on.
Giannis. We already ran into
See, don't
Giannis and
finesse.
KD, bro.
Don't
It ain't looking good.
That
It ain't
nigga
looking
only
good.
played 30 games, bro.
It
Stop
ain't
it.
looking good,
He
yo.
only played 30 games. Stop it, bro.
Yeah,
He
that's
played with
not-
Claxton,
part of
you
his
limit-
problem. That's
Stop it,
part of
bro.
his problem. He can't
Gotta stop it,
stay on the court.
Yeah, street clothes.
Stop it,
They
man.
call him street
Well,
clothes
what
for a
Breezy
reason.
should have done is put the filter on for niggas that play 30 minutes a game, bro. That's what he should have did.
Put
No,
the filter
but
on this
per
nigga
like
that
per
play
30 minutes
a
or
game.
something.
Yeah, no. If you go
The
up,
niggas
if you
that
go
play 30
filter,
minutes a game in
go
30
up.
games.
Go up, cause I be analyzing these stats. Go, no,
They did.
no, because that means you on the court.
That's where you're going to find AD. 30 minutes a game. You got to do the refined search. You got to do from February to April.
Yeah.
30 minutes
There
a
you
game.
go.
30 games.
Oh, is AD right there? Oh,
Yeah.
yup.
It's
We
so
found-
funny that the
About
number
time.
30
About
is his name.
We
Yeah,
found
what
AD.
they averaging? What they averaging on AD?
We found
They
AD on
averaging
page 2.
45%. Yeah. 45%. Hey, look at the attempts though. Hey, hold on. Now we got to go back to the top. He contesting 17 shots per game. That means that nigga everywhere on the
No.
court.
He's
Everywhere.
helping.
Hey,
helping.
hey.
He's
Hey, go back to the
Yeah.
first page. Hey, please,
He's
do this one
helping.
thing, Breezy. Go back to the first page
He's
and look at the
helping,
niggas
bro.
and go to the niggas that be attempting the most
Yeah.
shots.
That doesn't
That
prove
be
that he.
contesting
That
the most shots.
doesn't prove
That
that he's
and that
that
still
he's
don't prove
that.
that you're a best defender.
See,
So I
see,
don't know
see.
what you're talking
No, contesting shots is an elite if you're contesting a
Yeah,
lot
you
of
ain't
shots.
that
That means
no
you're
no no
helping.
no
That
no
means you're
no.
getting switched
Those
He
out.
shoot
those
under
Yeah.
contested
50%.
those
That
contested
count.
shots are flawed, bro. A lot of those
What
are
you
help
mean?
attempts. A lot of those are help attempts, and
That's
bro,
a
and you
contest
know it.
though. What you mean?
But
That's a
he's
contest
talking
if
like
you're helping.
AD
But no, it goes to
defender.
what I told you about AD all along, bro. He's really a help defender at heart,
No,
bro.
he's
One
a
on
he's
one.
he's one of the
Facts.
greatest help defenders of
Bro,
all
AD
time,
led
bro.
the league in
He
blocks
is.
before.
They
Yeah,
got
yeah, yeah.
So
Rui
that's
He
what
is.
we
in
do.
How
He
there.
is
long?
one
How
of the
long
Rui
ago
greatest
was
and
help
that?
Rui in there
defenders.
before AD.
How you gonna remove one of his strengths? Why you acting like help defense is not important, Leaf? Why you doing that?
I'm not acting like help defense is important. Y'all acting, but y'all acting like help defense. His help defense is the end all be all, bro. When we know he gets smoked at 1-on-1. That's
Facts.
one of the
Smoking
reasons.
one on
That's
one.
one of
Who's
that's one
smoking
of
him
the
Facts.
reasons.
outside of
That's
Jokic?
one of the reasons why. That's one of the reasons why Ryu Hachimura, bro, had to guard Joker,
Bro,
and he
that
had to
was
be
for
the
like
roam
one half,
defender.
bro. That was a
No,
couple
no,
quarters, bro. Don't
no, it
act
was
like
the
they
whole
did that.
series, bro, because
It
he was
was
getting.
not the whole
Yes, it
series.
was.
Leaf.
Yes,
Don't
it
do that.
was, bro.
You better than that, Leaf.
That would
You better than that.
explain. That would explain why he was averaging a triple double throughout the entire series,
Go
bro.
through
Like, go back to it.
He was, no doubt. But
That would
But
explain
um,
but
that, bro.
but Leaf,
Where was AD?
Jokic.
Where was AD out on the rebounds when he was helping out with shot? When AD was helping out with blocks, bro, and on whatchamacallit was on the rebounds, so he could barely jump over a sheet of loose leaf paper. Where was he at? He was helping out with blocks, trying to get a
he was
block because
contesting shots at the
he's
rim.
a block
Facts.
fiend, and then he likes
Block
to go get a
fiend,
block and like play help defense like he always does.
bro.
Because 1-on-1 he gets
The team
cooked,
the
which
team
Jokic
defensive
proved.
scheme is based on help
It
defense,
wasn't a
bro. That's
scheme,
what
bro.
it
It's
is.
just how he plays, bro, because he can't guard
No,
anybody 1-on-1. That's why, bro. And
no, you
Jokic
shade him
proved
to
it.
help. You shade him. You shade the perimeter play to help, and
His
you send
shading
him to
didn't.
AD.
The shading didn't work, bro. Jokic proved it.
Yeah, help and recover.
Help
Yeah,
him
helping
recover, bro.
and
This
his
the
helping
modern
recover.
NBA, Leaf. You act like Claxton don't be doing the same shit, bro. What are you talking about, Leaf?
No.
Same ex-
The
the
problem with
same
Claxton. The
exact thing.
problem with Claxton
Same
is, bro.
exact thing.
No.
What do you mean,
Not.
no?
It's not the same exact thing. The thing is, Claxton could actually guard on the perimeter. He could actually rip somebody. He could
What?
actually
Hey,
get his
AD is
hands.
a
He
better
could actually
perimeter
get his
defender
hands.
than
He could.
what?
No, I've never seen
No.
AD
And
rip no
Claxton could
perimeter
guard point
player, bro.
guard.
Ever. I've
And
never
Wow.
Claxton,
seen. I've never
Y'all
seen AD rip a ball
tweaking,
handler.
bro.
I've never seen
Hey,
AD rip a ball
pull up the
handler ever.
footage, Breezy. These
Go
lies are
ahead, go give me
ridiculous,
some
man.
footage. Go give me some footage, bro. Like because last time I checked, bro, as far as centers go, bro, Claxton was top 5 in steals and blocks.
Talk to him.
And steals, I don't believe
In
that.
blocks at the center position, yes.
Blocks, I will, but steals, I don't believe that.
What?
Steals and
He's
blocks.
saying
He was
that's the
top
center
5 in
Steals
steals
and
position.
and
blocks.
blocks.
Last
You
time I
talking about
checked,
the center
AD
position.
is the best defender in the NBA, bro. Don't even worry about that at the center
Stop
position.
telling yourself that, bro. Like
Nah,
bro,
yeah.
come on, bro.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Don't give me no
No,
Bam at a bio, Dre.
Bro,
I ain't saying that.
Bam
no.
locked
You're
up
No,
telling
Giannis.
you're telling yourself. You telling
Giannis is
yourself
not a
this.
better defender than AD. No, he's not.
Now
You
I'm saying
telling
Bam
us
locked up Giannis in half
no.
court.
You're telling yourself this based on the two pussy ass rounds that he played against the Grizzlies and the Warriors, bro. That's
What?
what you're telling
The
yourself,
Grizzlies was one of the best defensive teams in the NBA that dominated the boards, and we cooked them on their very strengths and
yeah,
his
They
rim
were they
he
protection.
was
We shut
injured.
down the
They
paint.
was
We shut
injured.
down the paint.
They
You
was
didn't
injured. Stop
you
it.
didn't put that in context because they was missing their two
Uh,
best rebounders, bro, which was Brandon
uh,
Clark and Steven
yeah.
Adams, bro.
If
He
Brandon
Hey,
was
don't
Clark
act
and
like
AD,
Brandon
first of
Clark.
all,
AD
number
was
one,
guarding
Brandon Clark don't be rebounding like that.
Xavier Tillman, bro.
Bro,
That's
so
who he was guarding.
Brandon Clark
bro,
don't be rebounding like that. But at the end of the day, even though Steven Adams was a loss, they still had more floor spacing on
if
the team.
Steven Adams
John
was
Morant
playing,
still tried to get downhill, and why did he not get downhill?
If
Because
Steven
AD.
Adams and
Steven
Brandon
Adams was
Clark was
playing, AD's not getting no rebound.
if
If Adams
Steven
was
Adams
playing,
and Brandon Clark was playing, bro, like AD is not
Bro, AD
AD is
is a better rebounder
AD
than
is
Steven Adams, bro. What are y'all talking
what?
about?
Oh yeah.
Yes,
I'm
You
putting his
talking
phone
that?
down.
Yeah, you high. Yeah, you
yes,
gotta be high,
Yeah,
bro.
man. I need to go
yes.
smoke.
Yeah,
Wait,
you
What
gotta
are
be
y'all
off that
talking
track.
about,
y'all
I
man?
need
saying
to
AD
go
one of the
smoke.
best
Yeah,
rebounders in the NBA.
yeah,
Hey,
wait,
Breezy,
y'all
yeah,
saying
Breezy, yeah.
besides
Let
AD
me
is
see.
not
hey,
one
hey,
of the best rebounders in the
AD and
NBA,
Jokic are
bro.
1 and 2
Oh
in
No,
my
they're not.
rebounding in
god,
the
this
NBA,
No,
dude
they're
bro. What
talk
not.
are y'all
bull. What
talking
No,
the
about?
they're
fuck?
not.
Yes, they are.
No.
Yes.
80 is
Hey, rebound
80.
percentage. Hey, what? Hey, what does rebound percentage say? What? Hey, like I
Well,
said,
you say he's a
I
better
regular
rebound
season.
than
God,
Like I
Adams.
bro.
said, hey, Breezy, off the
You
top of the dome,
letting
eye test
the
is
numbers
elite.
fool
He's
you.
elite.
You
He's
letting
elite.
the
I
numbers
never
fool
seen the
you
numbers.
again.
They just back up what I'm saying. That's all.
No,
They
they
just back up
don't.
what
No,
I'm
they
saying.
don't. You
No,
letting them
how?
fool you again
What?
because
What?
listen,
What?
any list Any list where Kevin Love is top 3 on Miami, bro, is a bad
stop
list,
it, bro. Hey, stop
it,
trying
bro.
to poke holes. These numbers are
No,
facts.
I'm not poking
Rebound
holes,
percentage,
bro. Because
you know why
we
rebound
know
percentage is good
we
though?
know
Because
this
rebound percentage, it talks
is a
about available
terrible
rebounds while you on the
stat.
court.
It's a
No, it's
terrible
not.
stat.
It's
It
actually
is.
a great stat.
No,
It's a
it's
great
not.
stat
No,
because
it's
it
not.
measures how much rebounds you get while you on the court and
No,
how
it
many
doesn't.
possible
No, it
from the
doesn't.
potential
No,
rebounds
it
that are
doesn't.
coming off the backboard. You know what I'm talking about,
AD,
Leaf? It's how many
a lot
do you
of
carry?
those
And they're right
rebounds
there,
that AD
neck and neck.
a
And I
lot
think
of those
AD is a
rebounds
better
that AD
rebounder than
is
Jokic
getting is
personally.
uncontested, bro. Like,
He
and we
bet.
all know it, bro. He's not
Uncontested.
boxing it.
Stop the dumb shit, Leaf.
Yes,
Come on, bro.
no, it's
Stop
no.
it, bro.
It's
Stop
a
it,
lot
bro.
of
And
uncontested.
look at it. LeBron
He's
is
not
top 10,
doing.
so we got 2 elite rebounders on the squad, bro. Stop this, man.
See that.
Stop this.
Yo, Breezy,
Stop
stop catering to the shit, bro. Like, come on, bro. Stop
No,
it, bro.
I mean, I hear y'all arguments
Because
while y'all
no,
listen.
because you're going
Hold on.
to tickle him, bro. Like, and then
No.
then he gonna get all funny, bro. Like, yo, see
Nah.
what happened. See what the numbers say, bro. See what that
Yo.
say, bro. The numbers don't mean a damn thing. When you
Listen,
watch the
when
game,
y'all-
you can
when
see
y'all-
what AD struggles at, bro. Because that's the total reason why
Breezy.
Joker was averaging a triple double in that
One thing you're right about,
Ooh.
Leaf, is that there is something called contested rebound percentage as well, and there are open rebounds. And so, if we went to the contested rebound percentage, I'm pretty sure the same names would be on the board, bro. So let's not do that.
I can't believe you say 80 is a better rebound than Adams. Yeah, and you lost me on that one.
Yes. Hey, do you see Steven Adams' name on the board, bro? Where is Steven Adams' name on this list? Where is he at? Where is he at, Breezy?
First
Where is
off,
Caleb Martin ahead of that nigga? Where is he at?
See. There you
Exactly.
go, harping.
Oh,
There
man.
you
Where
go,
is he
harping
at?
on the numbers. This is clearly a playoff list, by the way, brother. You can tell
Yeah, this
because
is playoff list. So I don't know what you getting hyped for.
this is clearly a playoff list, bro. Which you can
Okay.
tell. By the
Hey,
way.
Breezy, go to the regular season, Breezy. Go to the regular season.
The regular season list won't do you no justice neither,
go.
bro. Because
Yeah.
because
Go
we
to the
all
regular
know AD is a piece of shit on the boards, bro. Like, he's really weak. That's why he don't want to play the center. He want to play the 4 so he can
Yeah,
rim
I
run.
don't know why he hyping up 80 like.
I don't know why he hyping up AD neither, man. We all know he made out of damn Charmin tissue, bro. Like, come on.
Bruh.
Yeah, Charles Barkley call him street clothes for a reason.
Where was Claxton at versus Embiid though? Where was he at? What was happening? Where was he at? They didn't even have Embiid for most of the series. Where was he at? What happened? Why everybody go quiet?
You doing a lot of talking, bro. And you doing
happened?
a lot of talking, and AD is a piece of shit on the boards, bro. That's the crazy thing.
No,
bro.
he elite on the rebounds. I'm not even moving off that. He's elite on the rebounds. Elite.
He's not.
Elite. Yes,
No, he is not.
Who's saying no? He is not, bro.
No,
Stop
he
this,
isn't.
man.
No. Nobody's out here grabbing rebounds like Dennis Rodman anymore, bro. It's a lot of contested shit, bro. Like, that we don't. This is one of the few eras. This is one of the main eras of basketball where rebounding is not valued, bro. Because a lot of rebounds is uncontested, and you could tell by how many the goddamn guards get per game, bro. It's a bitch-made rebounding era,
no,
bro.
That's because of the 3 ball. Don't do that, Leaf. That actually makes it harder for the bigs to get rebounds. Because the threes have long rebounds.
That feeds to my point.
No, it doesn't.
Africa. Yes, it does. Because I just explained to you how all of these guards is getting 6 to 7 rebounds a game, and they wasn't doing that back then because the floor was a place. Because the floor wasn't all spaced out and everything, and you had actually power players that boxed out for the rebounds, getting the rebounds, as opposed to they moved the power forward position out of the way.
So how does that help your point? That makes it harder for AD to rebound, right? That makes it harder for AD to, and the nigga still averaging 13 rebounds last season, my nigga. So how that makes sense?
That doesn't make it harder for them to rebound because they have more space. They have more space.
No, hey Dre,
they have more space, bro. Like, they're not boxing anybody out.
Saying 2 things at the same time.
They're getting uncontested rebounds, bro. I'm not saying 2 things at once. You're listening too hard, bro. You need to listen carefully.
The 3 ball creates more long rebounds, which allows guards to rebound at the free throw line, right? And at the top of the key and shit like that. And they're bouncing off the side of the rim. Which means there's less rebounds for the bigs. That's what you're saying, bro.
No. If AD was an elite rebounder, bro, if he was really that elite of a rebounder, the guards wouldn't be seeing 5 to 6 to 7 rebounds a game at all. Bro, that's what I'm saying.
You just explained why, because of the spacing, bro. There's more threes being shot, which means there's less rebounds.
I know I explained why, but
so you want AD to have them long ass arms and somehow hop to the free throw line.
He do have them long ass arms. He
No,
does
no.
have them long ass arms.
Which
He's
is why he
6'11".
averaging 13 rebounds a game last season, bro. Career high in rebounds last season. That's what AD did. That's what
Career high in
But Leaf,
rebounds with 13.
what guard is getting 7 rebounds in today's game?
What guard is getting 7 rebounds into that 6 to 7 rebounds into their game? Luka is one of them.
How tall is he?
The nigga 6'11". Stop it. Hey, stop this, Leaf. Stop
But
this.
he said a guard. He said a guard. He said a guard.
Stop
That's all he said.
finessing, Leaf.
He said
Bro,
he
he's
said
a-
a guard. He said a guard. He said a guard.
Okay,
Did he or did he not say guard?
All right, who else?
You finessing
He
though.
said-
You know what
you
you're
said
doing,
you
know what you're
listen. I didn't finesse, bro. Like Luka was damn near averaging 30, 39
though.
and 9.
He was, but you know the point was the guards.
The point
when we say
was
guards,
what?
You're talking about smaller players on the court. No, 6'8" point guard, bro. Stop it, bro.
Oh my god, bro.
Stop it.
You said guards, bro. Like come on.
Who else?
Bro.
Okay, who else?
We know why, bro. Like, come on, bro. I've seen on a given year, Steph averages 6 rebounds a game.
He gets
I've
6.
seen that.
That's true. Yeah, he gets 6.
I've
He gets
seen him averaging 6, close to 6,
He got
like
5
somewhat
and
close.
6.
Wait,
Yeah,
5,
he was-
but not 6.
Yeah,
He was
not-
averaging-
definitely
he was
not
averaging-
7. Definitely
He
not
was
7.
averaging 6 at one point.
Because I'm asking that because you're trying to make a point that guards in today's game are getting more rebounds than the other guards in yesteryear. But Oscar Robertson was giving you like 11 rebounds, 10 rebounds.
That's an anomaly. That's an anomaly.
I can give you another. I can give you another
Jason
guard.
Kidd.
If you go ahead, give me Magic, bro. That's another anomaly. If you want to give me J Kidd, that's another anomaly.
Jason Kidd. Oh, that's a lot of anomalies,
So how
bro. What
many
you mean?
No. It's an anomaly, but no. I'm
Anomaly
gonna
is like
tell
a
you.
rare
No.
occurrence, not every
I'm gonna
era.
tell you why it's an anomaly. It's an anomaly because those are decades separated, bro. They played in different eras. That's why they're anomalies, bro.
No,
Come on,
if you
bro.
got one era of Magic Johnson, then the next era has a Jason Kidd. That don't sound like an anomaly. That sounds like there's usually guards
That's
begin.
one play. Yeah, that's one.
And
that's
then there's
one
Russell
guard.
Westbrook.
That's one
Russell
guard per
Westbrook in this
decade.
era.
That's one guard per decade. That's an anomaly.
That's an anomaly. One guard per decade. Okay.
Come on, bro. Like, listen, I could give you a couple of guards. I could give you a couple of guards in a decade each. Lafayette Lever, bro. You probably don't know about him. He used to play for the Denver Nuggets back in the 80s, bro. He was averaging a good amount of rebounds in the late 80s. And him and Magic was probably the only 2 guards doing it in that time. In the 90s, J Kidd.
So
Can you name me another point guard that was doing it? You probably can't.
In what era?
In the 90s? Outside of Jason Kidd? Can you think about it? You want some more time?
What's your question?
Would you like to phone a friend?
No, we don't need to do all that.
I could say Jordan.
Right.
I could say Drex. I could say.
Well,
Yeah,
the thing is, that we was going with point guards, bro. Like that's one of the reasons why I said Luka.
Just point guards.
Gary Payton was solid at rebounding.
Yeah, he was. Terry Porter was solid too.
It said Terry Porter. I gotta go check that
for the Blazers.
Yeah, I gotta go check that.
True.
Yeah, you can check. Yeah, you can check it.
Because
Ron Harper was also solid.
Ron Harper,
but he wasn't getting double-digit rebounds. I'm not saying that.
Yeah, he was in. Well, like he had injury. He was injury prone early '90s, but like.
What made Kidd special with the rebounding to him pushing the pace and passing the ball the way he did on the
exactly.
Rondo was a solid rebounder for his position.
Rondo, that's another different decade. Mm-hmm.
Oh, the 90s. Well, there's a lot of there's not a lot of great 90s guards, bro. Straight up, like there's not even that many.
There's not a lot of great
bro. We not
guards.
Bro, we not doing that, bro. No,
oh my god.
No, we is doing that.
No, we not doing
that. We just gotta talk the facts.
Oh my god. So we got bro. It just so happened outside of Jason Kidd and outside of Gary Payton, the all-time leader in assist steals played in the 90s. By the way,
bro. John Stockton, bro. Come on.
I'm quiet. I'm quiet though. I'm quiet though, man. You ain't hear me say that though. You ain't hear me say that though, young. We just get past that.
John Stockton, like
you didn't hear me say that though.
Very
that's not great enough. That's not great enough.
No special effects, just straight up and down. No special effects, bro.
That's not great enough.
Penny Hardaway.
That's not great
enough.
Penny
Hardaway was great. He just didn't have a long career, but he was great for his time when he was.
Yeah, he was great for that 3-year stretch. Bro.
Yeah, in terms of rebounding,
he was great for that 3-year stretch. Listen, but you ignore the all-time assist and steals leader that played in the
bro. John Stockton, bro.
You didn't hear me say that though. You didn't hear me say that. Ignore him. Yeah. he wasn't great. He was just He was just
When it
there.
came to the big games, though, when it was in the playoffs, like he wasn't really that great. Is all I remember.
He wasn't great. He wasn't great playing against Jordan. He
No.
wasn't great.
When you average 9 points per game in the finals, like what do you call that? You call that great? I don't know. You tell me.
He wasn't great. No, he wasn't great at all. That's just he wasn't great at all. Not as a scorer. No.
Hey man, I got Clyde Drexler ahead of John Stockton in terms of 90s guards. Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that.
I'm not mad at it either. As at the point guard position,
point guard position, best 90s point guard. Yeah, that's probably John Stockton. It's probably John
Hey,
Stockton.
Muggsy Bogues.
Yeah, he lucky Penny Hardaway didn't get his shit cooking. He would have surpassed that guy. But
I think a lot of people don't know Muggsy has one of the best, if not the best, the turnover ratio in NBA history. So, which is kind of crazy, bro. Because listen, if you put the ball on the floor against him, bro, he was ripping.
But we should really have the conversation like who was a better point guard, like in terms of all round game. Gary Payton or John Stockton. We should really have that conversation, man.
Yo, hold on. I just wanted to ask.
I think Gary Payton had a more complete game.
Facts. I agree too.
But I think Stockton was just a better floor general and floor leader. I would go as far as saying that. I think in terms of assists, realistically, Gary Payton was kind of living off of Sean Kemp.
What? And John Stockton wasn't living off Karl Malone? What we doing?
Nah, he was. Gary
Payton was the best player on his team, though. Like, John Stockton wasn't that. He was the second dude on that team.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah. And Gary Payton, a better scorer, better defender.
Yeah, Gary Payton was a better scorer and a better defender. Yeah. By the eye exam.
The numbers are heavily in John Stockton's favor, but if you just talk game,
heavily, heavily ain't the word. Heavily ain't the word. Goddamn. Some one of the many arguments that LeBron fans make, bro.
Oh, man, that's what we doing.
Hey, so LeBron fans don't use the numbers argument. We never heard them do that.
You can't have a conversation without talking about LeBron. Come on.
I mean, I'm just giving a comparison, bro.
By the numbers, I'm talking about like accolades, the accolades and all the statistical achievements. But as a guard, point guard, like he was, like Gary Payton was Defensive Player of the Year. His all NBAs and All Stars almost match John Stockton. So
almost.
Almost. He didn't have the longevity of a John Stockton. It is what it is, huh?
So who do you think the best point guard in the 90s is?
I'm taking Gary Payton. Me personally.
He taking Gary Payton because the eye exam says so. But in terms of everything all time overall standpoint, we got to go with Stockton.
No, we're talking about just the player. Did you say who the better player?
He said point guard. The better player is Stockton. The better player is Gary Payton.
Why do we separate that? Why is better player not included as better point guard?
Because the thing is, point guard, you looking for certain things. In terms of a player, you looking for more.
So you're not looking for defense from your point guard, Leaf? You're not looking for that?
Stockton was a solid defender.
Stockton had that.
That's true. That's true. He was solid. Not on the level of Gary Payton.
Do I think he was better than Gary Payton? No, but it wasn't. In the 90s, it wasn't really that far apart.
It wasn't that far apart. Dang.
It really wasn't that far apart in the 90s. No, Gary Payton himself will attest to that.
Okay.
Oh, Gary Payton even said that Stockton destroyed him.
He put respect on Stockton. I've seen him.
He definitely put a lot of respect on Stockton's name, bro.
He did.
It was a lot of point guards that put a lot of respect on Stockton's name during that time. But Stockton played defense a lot like Chris Paul in the 90s, bro. He was dirty
underrated.
Yeah, he was
underrated. He was dirty as fuck, man. Like
he was dirty.
Yeah. Dirty as fuck. You know the thing about Stockton, when you go back and watch those playoff series, when I watched the finals with Utah, like he's just very simple, plain, no special effects, just straight up and down fundamental player, bro. Like, and that's he was
the last of the Bob Cousy guards, bro.
Yeah, man. He looked like an old school ass player, man. Shorts, making that bounce pass in the pick and roll. Like, that's nice. That's simple shit.
Yeah, he could dribble with his left, so
Oh yeah, he had two-handed
He
dribble.
can't
That's
dribble
true.
with his left. Yeah.
He could. He
can't get
could.
and I say
If he
I
was
will
a
put.
more aggressive scorer, he would have been a way better player. But you know,
I would say this, bro. Like in terms of somebody that can knife in the lane and find and thread the needle and while knifing in the lane and drawing the
Pocket
defense.
passes and stuff.
Stockton, yeah, and knifing in the lane and doing it. Stockton had it, but he didn't have as much juice and sauce as Steve Nash knifing in the lane because they kind of changed the rules for Steve Nash to go in the lane. Period.
But wasn't you know what I hold against that? Wasn't he like he was literally always looking for the pass? The first option was
Yes, he
the
was.
pass.
Yes, he was.
He would give up open lanes for the pass, like open driving lanes for the pass.
He most certainly would. I think he was pass hungry? No, I just think that's how he was taught how to play the game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and you would kind of see that like going back to his college years. That's kind of how he came from a traditional time. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how they was taught. Feed the cutters, thread the needle, make the right play. Almost every single time, more times than not, he made the right basketball play. Almost more times than not, bro. Like,
man. He had guys like Jeff Malone outscoring him on his team back in the day.
why people keep mentioning Jeff Malone like Jeff Malone was cold, bro? Like,
no, he was just the second leading scorer for a couple seasons while
he
was
man. I mean, third. Yeah, Jeff Malone, Thurl Bailey,
Thurl Bailey was nice. Yeah. He would be
Hornacek,
actually nice in this era.
Hornacek, Mark Eaton, like he had players, bro. Like, I mean, it's just they never was really enough to get them over the whole. Like, if you go look back at the '90s and all of them teams, if you go look back at them Blazer teams when they had Drexler, go look back at them Olajuwon teams in Houston. Nobody could definitively tell you that Utah was better than those teams at their very best, bro. Like
John Stockton and Karl Malone weren't better than Terry Porter and Clyde Drexler. Wow.
No, they
I
were
don't.
as a
No,
duo.
no. They were 2-2, bro. 2-2. But like Utah as a team and Portland as a team in them early '90s years, no, they were not.
Yeah, it wasn't far apart.
It wasn't.
Wow.
Utah as a team, just Houston as a team in those going forward in the '90s and to the more mid years, they were not better than the Houston Rockets. Ever,
so was Jerome Kersey better than like the third best player like Jeff Malone? Jerome Kersey was better.
Jerome, you got to think you had Jerome Kersey, you had
Buck
Williams, Duckworth.
Yeah,
you got to remember that team. They had in a 3-year stretch they won the West. You know what I'm saying?
They went
to the
only time they
twice.
did. The only time they didn't was in '91 when Magic somehow got the better of them and made that magical run and ran into Jordan. But
they made the finals twice, man. They made
the finals twice. Yes, they did. They made the finals twice in that decade. Who else? Hakeem won the finals twice in that decade, and then Utah finally got out in their late years, man, when they was in their twilight years. So like when Utah got out of the West, that was 5 years before Stockton and Malone retired.
See, and this is why when we talk about like individual players and especially playmaking, if you look at historically like championships teams, they don't really have a ball dominant John Stockton CP3 level ball handler that's averaging 10 assists per game. Usually you have a great wing scorer, a Clyde Drexler, a Michael Jordan, a Kobe Bryant, a LeBron James, right? Even a Paul Pierce type player. Like you need these players because when it comes down to the clutch and when it comes down to get me a bucket, that playmaking is not so versatile.
It's not so versatile. Yeah.
You're putting the ball in your best player's hands over let's run a pick and roll and see what we got. And that should break down. And now
wait, Africa, are you reverting back to the Cam Thomas thing we was talking about earlier?
Great segue, Leaf. Great segue, which is why when we come back to the Brooklyn Nets, shot creation to me is the most valuable aspect of offense, Leaf. Straight up. The most valuable aspect of offense is individual one-on-one shot creation. That is the most valuable thing. And then after that, you can talk about three-point shooting. You can talk about rim running and all that. But shot creation is the number one most valuable part of offense, bro.
I would agree with you. I would agree with you if the standpoint that our shot creation on our team it much more exceeds our playmaking and our 3-point shooting, and I don't necessarily think that's the case. I don't necessarily think that's the case. Now I could be wrong, but as of right now, where we sit in this conversation that we have in this time, I don't think that's necessarily the case with our team going right as of right now. That if we talking in terms of shot creation, that shot creation that you talking about, that elite shot creation that you talking about, we traded it back in February.
Damn.
You do remember that, right? We traded it back in February.
Nah,
We
two of
basically
them. Two of them.
so basically, like you think of the shot creation that we had before February as platinum selling albums, and think of the shot creation that we have now as silver and gold albums. That's basically what it is. You know, it's levels to it. Trust me. And I'm pretty.
Mixtapes. You got mixtape shot creation
We got
right now,
mixed. We got mixed. We got mixtapes that's on the street that's about to get picked up on Canal Street, as opposed to platinum selling albums and platinum plaques.
Hey, don't disrespect Thomas like that.
Oh
Breezy,
man,
get on him, yo, get
we
on
just
him.
saying it on the come up. He on the come up. He ain't dropped his first album yet.
This was no Barry, you misunderstood. This was more of putting Kevin Durant and Kyrie on, as far as shot creators on
a
the
different level,
very top of the shelf, bro. You know that top of that shelf that you can't reach and you need a ladder, bro. You be like, yo, there's something up here. You know that's where they at.
Barry Short, Barry
Yeah,
5'8".
That's where they at. Where Cam Thomas is at. Cam Thomas is right in the little drawer right here. You know what I'm saying? You just open it up. Oh, there it goes. Oh, okay. All right. That's where he's at.
Damn.
You believe that, Breezy? You believe that, Breezy?
There are a lot of tools in that drawer, though. There are a lot of tools in that
Now,
drawer.
Breezy. Let me
A lot
reiterate.
of utensils
Shot
in that
creators to shot creators. Cam Thomas is on the sector is in arm's reach. He's in arm's reach. Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving, they are on a top shelf. You need a ladder to go get that shit.
I don't want to
that's just the truth, bro.
I think these are proven scorers, man. You know, they've been in the league, they veterans.
It's just that simple.
Yeah, Cam Thomas, as much as we like him, he hasn't proven what Kyrie and KD has as scorers. KD, Cam Thomas, it took him the second season to get 1,000 points, and that's because of his limited opportunities. Kyrie came in as the number one pick, and you got to see what he was. You know what I mean?
And Kevin Durant came in as the guy that's on his team. So
right. So that's the main difference between Cam Thomas and Kyrie and KD. So
what we talking about is ground floor to two niggas that's basically in the penthouse. That's what we talking about.
But that's what I'm saying. Cam Thomas, he hasn't had those opportunities. And when he was a rookie, I did the statistic and they showed, I think it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, and 10, all in 27, which was Cam Thomas as a draft pick, all had 10 games with 20 plus points. And, they just counted that as the rookies. And, when I looked at the opportunities, he had to get 20 points 10 times in the season. It wasn't many. You know what I mean? So I said that to say that when he says things like, yo, I could score 25 if I'm the man, easy, no doubt, I believe him, because I think with opportunity, he can be the 20 to 25 point scorer. But this KD is a different animal because he could see over a lot of his defenders, you know what I'm saying? So, when you break down their shooting splits and why KD is an elite shooter, is definitely different from Cam Thomas, where KD definitely has the height advantage and uses it to score over opponents. You see him with the 1-2 step pull up. He get that shit from Kobe, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That 1-2 step pull up, that that lean, the fade away. I want to say this too.
Working out of the post and working on so many areas of shot creation and different areas on the floor to where they are. We are talking about niggas that are selling platinum selling albums on the shot creation level. That's what we're talking about, as opposed to Cam Thomas, who's trying to get to gold and silver platinum.
Yo, I wanted to say this. You know what's tough is I went to the park and I noticed that fadeaway shot is not, that's a skill. Like you have to develop that as a skill. It takes practice. You can't just be jumping and like a regular person trying to jump and fade away. That shit is hard to do.
It is. It's very hard. And listen, when I played, bro, like before I messed up my foot, I tried that shit, and that's probably what messed up my foot because I used to land on the back foot a lot of times, and that shit hurt. I ain't gonna lie to you. And
No, you need
pull up
balance and
the
strength.
pull up
You gotta
shots.
shoot it with arc.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
and
balance
I
as
had to
well.
do it
Core
hard because I
strength,
used to get
core
like
strength.
yeah, bro. That shit. Listen, you falling off the wrong foot and off the left shoulder, off the right shoulder, bro. I used to practice that shit, bro. Like that shit fucking hurt. Because the thing is, you got to have like different type of ligaments and strong cores for that,
Yeah.
and lower body for that. I ain't had that shit, bro. I used to try the shit anyway, but I did it and I made the shots
But
because I was just good at making
Yeah.
shots and angles. But like that shit fucked me up in the long run.
But Leaf,
But
this is the thing though. Last season, your offense was all ISO and all shot creation. And the point when Cam Thomas is in the game, he's not going to be all ISO. Even if you have elite shot creators, Phoenix Suns hopefully should learn this and realize this. You still need a system to utilize that to maximize the team's offense. And it can't just be give it to your best players and let them cook one-on-one. That's not going to win a championship. That's going to win regular season games, but that ain't win no championship. And so Cam Thomas is going to assist in the versatility of your team. If you have Cam Thomas who can get it in late in the shot clock or can get it and be able to break down his defender one-on-one, and there's off-ball movement when Mikal Bridges is slashing or Ben Simmons is slashing or setting a pick and roll into the basket, it can be more versatile. I hope you see a lot of Ben Simmons at the 5 this year. He gonna play point guard / center
What?
as well
Oh yeah,
because he's a great rebounder. He's a great
yeah.
rebounder as well as a solid defender
Simmons
in
at
the
the
post.
center. Yeah, he's gonna be out for the
And
season.
and Barry, we all talk about everything going well, no injuries. You know, you can't do all that. We
Bro,
have to
Simmons
assume
not a
health. When we
he's
look
not
at
a
the
center.
team,
He's not a
stop
center
it,
though.
bro. Hey, he can play small ball 5. He's 6'10", bro. So
What?
what I'm
Hell no.
saying is, when you have that type of team, the versatility of Cam Thomas can assist your team because you have a straight up plain black and white offense right now of just Mikal Bridges being your main threat and Cam Johnson being able to chip in with corner threes and spot up threes. Whereas,
Mikel too.
whereas
Yeah, playing in
yeah,
motion
Mikal
offense
Bridges.
here,
Exactly.
playing
And
in the
so, but if
motion
there's
center.
motion and you can utilize mismatches, and at the end of the day, you can have Cam Thomas breaking down defender one-on-one. The question for me is not so much of his scoring and his shooting, which I think is still at a high level. It's more, can he play make off of that? Can he play
Right.
make off of his scoring threat? Can he utilize Mikal Bridges or Ben Simmons off the ball, Cam Johnson, and make plays like that? He's not going to have the ball in his hands that much compared to Mikal Bridges, and Ben
I
Simmons. He
think
ain't going to have the
well.
ball, but I think he can make your team a more versatile team. Like, what do you think?
I think that I think the thing that we thinking about with Ben Simmons as a playmaker is he's more better with spot up shooters and
Yeah.
shooters off the end, guys that could work a little bit more off emotion and a little more off their cuts. I'm not gonna lie to you, like listen, he's the best passer on our team. So listen, I'm pretty sure he can find a Mikal coming off a motion back screen or a Cam Thomas. Thomas, the bottom line is Cam Thomas, there's a lot of portions of his game that hasn't necessarily been unlocked yet. Off the ball
Right.
scoring hasn't been unlocked yet. His overall playmaking hasn't been unlocked yet. His overall offensive game hasn't truly been unlocked yet. His play as a ISO scorer, bro, I think that is more his calling card, and that's where he's at. And this is one of the reasons why he's in arm's reach as opposed to a
Oh,
Kyrie
no doubt,
and
no doubt.
Kevin Durant, where they up on the top shelf.
Even the shots he was taking that Breezy was playing before, like them off the top of the key, breaking down your defender with 10 seconds left on the clock and shooting a fadeaway too. That's not the shot you want with Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson and Ben Simmons on the court. That's not the type of offense you want to
That's
run.
not the shot that you want.
But no,
Exactly. That's not
I'm glad y'all said that. I had, listening to the conversation. Shout out to
Sure.
y'all, you know what I'm saying, got the panel on fire. I was just looking at all of the different offices in basketball. So, and where Cam Thomas will be able to, be strong at. You got the triangle offense. It says the office that utilizes the triangle formation that can be
that's not gonna work.
Maybe they got the motion offices. They say an office that relies on continuous movement and spacing and is among the best basketball offices against man to man.
That
I
only
don't
works
know.
if you got Kobe.
I think the motion offense could work
But
because
y'all mentioned Ben Simmons.
Mikel is going to do a lot of movement and Cam Johnson is probably going to be the spot up shooter mostly, and Nick Claxton is going to dive to the basket.
Slasher, yeah.
And then
Dribble drive
y'all
offense.
mentioned,
Yeah,
y'all
that's what
mentioned,
Ben Simmons do right there. Dribble drive
yeah,
offense. That's
dribble
it.
drive
drive
offense.
offense.
Yup, that's what I was getting into. This offense uses dribble penetration to create open shot opportunities,
That's what Ben
and
Simmons do. Yeah.
but that only works if he put pressure on the rim. Once
Yep.
he's able
Yeah,
to,
that's
you
it.
know what I mean, become a threat
That's
where
a
they
big
like,
if
all right,
though.
we don't know if he's going to pass. So he's
I
in
mean,
position to attack the
well,
basket.
here's the thing: Ben Simmons is only going to put pressure on the basket, but if nobody else is occupying is nobody occupying the paint. This is one of the
Yeah.
biggest challenges with him and Nick Claxton in the
Oh
lineup,
nah,
bro.
he got to
Because
finish through contact though. He got to take the contact and finish through contact like he used
he's
to.
not he's light skinned. He's not a finish through the contact type of
Huh?
player.
I don't
He was
think
doing
that.
that in
Nah, he
Philly though.
used to. He
No,
used
no,
to.
He
I'm
no.
a
used
He,
to facts. He
yeah,
used
he
to.
used to. I'm gonna defend him on that.
he's a driving he's a breakaway basket player, kind of like LeBron. He don't want no contact, bro. Like he wants a
Kind
little
of like
guy.
LeBron. What?
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
Nah,
kind of
not
like
like
Nah,
LeBron.
stop this, Lee.
I'm gonna defend
Stop
him on
this,
LeBron.
that.
Lee.
LeBron only likes contact when he gets momentum, when he got the head
Stop
of
this,
steam.
leave. Stop this, leave.
Yeah, yeah,
Stop.
yeah,
LeBron
yeah,
is not
yeah,
looking.
yeah.
LeBron is
Stop
not
the
looking for
cap.
contact. LeBron
Yeah,
is
What?
not
you
looking for
are.
contact all the
You
time, bro.
wildin',
Yeah,
Leaf.
yeah,
No,
Stop this,
I'm
bro.
not.
yeah.
No, I'm
Ben
telling the
Simmons
truth.
is
I've been
I ain't even
watching him
gonna
for
LeBron.
20
argue that,
years.
Leaf. You
LeBron.
wildin'. For 20
No, I'm
years
not.
straight, the nigga been taking contact to the rim, bro.
No,
Stop
he
this, Leaf.
hasn't. No, for 20
Stop
years,
this, bro.
for 20 years late, he had 20 years straight. He had
Bro.
breakaway lanes. He had foot
See?
speed to beat a lot of players his size.
Nigga had
That's
the
what it
most
is.
points in NBA history on breakaway dunks, bro. That's what you telling me, man. Hey,
Yes,
Leaf.
yes,
We need to
yes,
leave
yes,
this
yes,
alone
yes,
and
yes,
break down
yes,
the
yes,
Hold on.
offense. He
yes,
said
yes,
yes. He
yes,
said
yes,
yes, Drake. Hey,
yes,
stop
yes,
it.
yes,
We can leave
yes,
it at
yes.
that and keep going. We had a good conversation
Yeah,
before.
yeah,
All
yeah.
the
Now
propaganda.
we
We
Hold
still
still
on.
have
have
a good
propaganda.
conversation, man.
No,
Right.
no.
But
Before the
No,
bad
no.
yes,
propaganda, we were having a good conversation. Then the
Hold on, I just
propaganda
want to.
had to
Can
come
I
on.
just I want to
no,
add
we
this
still
to the
having a good
conversation.
conversation.
I
Trust me.
want to add this to the conversation because this is the office that we ran when KD and Kyrie is here. Now they're gonna say James Harden, and Russell Westbrook, but you could
Our
easily
player
put
offense.
KD and Kyrie in those, and it says and star player
Bro,
is an office.
we went from platinum albums, bro, and now we
No,
back
no,
on
no. But what up? But
contractors,
no,
bro.
no, no.
Like
But
that's what.
I feel what you're saying. You're talking about the scorers as far as Cam Thomas and the levels between KD, Kyrie, and Cam Thomas. I'm saying the style of basketball we play is actual a name in the offense, and it's called star player. I'll read. It says in basketball, especially at the professional level, we often see where teams change their entire structure to facilitate their star players
Shout out to
playing
Luka
style.
Doncic. Yeah,
The
yeah,
most recent example of this occurred in Houston, where the Rockets committed to playing small ball. Remember that? I know y'all remember that shit. Which would allow James Harden and
Barry
Russell
don't.
Westbrook
Barry
to
don't.
play in an offensive system
Huh?
that benefits their game. Many team officials view their star players as essential assets to their franchises. They will often try to accommodate these star players' offensive wishes to keep them happy. Now we see how far that shit took us. Wasn't very far. I don't like that style of offense.
They
It
wasn't
took us
happy.
to the second round in the 7 game exit, bro. Like that's what it was. That's what it took us, bro.
On the
That's not a
KD
good
airball.
style.
To a team that had no business winning an NBA championship, and now
Yeah.
they got one, bro. That's
That
what
took you
took
to a
us.
KD airball, right,
On
Dre?
a
All
That's what
right,
it
so
KD
is.
airball.
let me
That's
ask
basically
y'all
what it
this.
took us to. Yeah,
Let me
KD,
ask y'all
Yeah.
this. What
KD
team?
Simmons,
gassed it out, winded out the airball. Yeah,
yeah,
that's what it took.
Simmons,
Let me ask. Let
Simmons
me.
gonna be on the bench in fashion. So which one is
Yo,
gonna be
come
that?
on, man. Ben Simmons ain't deserve that, Barry. Why you even do that? Hold on. And this is a different kind of office. Now, who do y'all recognize when I mention this? They said a game situation office. A team can change the offense they started with depending on the state and time of the game. We mean that if a team needs to score a lot to get back into a game in the final quarter, they can switch to an offense that usually gets shooters open, even if these aren't their primary closers.
The
So
king.
I would say that's a veteran team, a team that been together, maybe 3, 4, 5
Yeah, that's
seasons.
like the Warrior small ball, like their
Right.
death lineup, their death lineup.
Yeah,
That's
that's what that sounds like on the
That's
stick.
that's some of the better teams in the league can do that.
Yeah.
You can't just
Wait, what y'all
change
think
the
about the
the
offense.
king?
Clippers do that as well. They bench Zubac and they go like small and they try and go with the 3 ball.
That
So when you're trying to get back in
that
the game,
usually hurts them because Zubac is
that's true.
usually
That's true.
Zubac usually kills, bro. Like
But the
when he
point
got
is, like,
advantages in
in
there.
that game situation when
Plumlee,
they're down double digits, they're trying to speed up the game and come back with threes. So they
but
go
yeah,
small and try and
then
space the
they
floor.
also use Plumlee because Plumlee is a good passer as well, bro. Like so,
Yeah.
off the man. So They use Plumlee
Yeah,
because
well,
he's
you ain't got no star, so you ain't playing no star offense. You ain't playing no game situation offense.
exactly.
But
Opponent.
look, this is another
They're
one.
doing
Opponents.
the wrong thing.
They said another essential factor that should be used when determining the type of offense employed is the type of defense that the opponent uses. So you use the offense based on what the defense is doing. Like, you ever heard of that saying, take what the defense give you?
Oh yeah, shout
Yeah,
out
I
to
heard of
Kobe,
that
man.
term.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
Yeah.
this
Shout out,
this is what it
yeah.
sounds like to me. You know what I
That's
mean? I
what
could read
LeBron
the
been doing
whole
for
thing,
20 years, Leaf. That's what LeBron been doing.
but I do want it because I'm a student of the game. I do
No,
want to
that's not what
read
LeBron
the
been doing, bro.
Yeah,
Like LeBron,
he
no,
taking
that's
what the
not.
defense gives him. Yeah,
No,
yeah,
he hasn't, bro. LeBron has
yeah.
been living off of
That's
athleticism
how
and
his
foot.
top 5 in points and top 5 in assists, Leaf.
No,
But we can leave that
no,
alone.
he's
We can
no,
leave that
no,
alone.
no, no. We're
I'm gonna
not gonna.
cut you up
No,
any way you want.
we're
You want
not
me to
gonna.
be a scorer?
We're
50.
not gonna
You
leave
want
it
me to be a
alone.
passer?
We're
50
we're
and
not.
assists, bro.
We're not gonna leave it alone because we
No, we
all
can leave it
know that
alone.
LeBron is a pick and choose gangster, bro. Like when he gets a little
Come on.
guy on him, bro, like that's when he's the most
Of
confident.
course. That's what you're meant to do. Hey, opponent's
Yeah, right.
defense. Hey,
Yeah,
opponent's
but
defense.
yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
keep reading, Breezy. That's exactly what I'm
I
saying.
understand,
Thank you.
but
Thank you.
but the thing is, when you use being an opportunist, bro, as a form of greatness, bro, that's where it gets misconstrued.
No,
If
no,
that's
it
not a
is.
form of greatness, you're just an opportunist, bro. That's
Oh,
all
that's
it is.
called high IQ, man. Stop
No,
this,
it's
Leaf.
not called
Stop it.
high IQ,
Yes,
bro.
it
It's
is.
called
Yes, it
high
is.
athleticism, which LeBron has been
No,
living off of,
no.
bro. Like
Yeah, that sounds like Michael
he's based.
Jordan. Don't do that. Don't do
No,
that.
it doesn't sound like Michael Jordan. Michael
Don't do
Jordan
that.
took challenges, bro. Like we talk
Took
like when we
challenges. John Starks was a challenge. Reggie Miller was a challenge, bro. Stop this. Hey, hey,
so the bad boy Pistons
hey.
wasn't a
He
challenge.
caught L's. He caught
So
L's
the
all
bad
the way through.
no no
He caught
no
L's.
okay I'm at okay
Yeah,
so
it was a challenge, and he caught L's. Larry Bird challenge. Caught
Okay, and
L's. Yeah.
LeBron caught L's against the 2011 Mavs. He caught
Mm,
L's against them Warriors
mm-hmm,
teams, bro. Like
mm-hmm,
2015 Warriors. He
mm-hmm.
caught
No
L's
doubt.
against the
Yeah.
2007 Spurs.
All
Those
time greats. All
none
time
of those
greats. Yeah.
teams
Yeah.
defensively were better than those bad boys Pistons. Leave me alone.
No, the Spurs, the Spurs,
Don't
Nah,
the
the
start
Spurs
Spurs,
were.
fighting with me.
the
The
Spurs
Spurs
were.
were.
Stop this, bro. The Spurs
The
were in
Spurs were.
2014. Stop it, bro. Stop it.
And in
Hey, hold up,
2007
hold up,
too.
hold up. Hey, Breezy, hey, Breezy.
No, they
Opponent's
weren't.
defense. You know who this reminds me of, especially when it says playing a zone defense allows for opponents to shoot on the perimeter. The offense should set up
Right.
shooters in these
The
spots, right?
Pistons weren't allowed to play a zone. They played
No,
man and
no,
they
no,
Hold
played
on,
nah,
man.
let him finish.
nah,
Let him finish.
The
no,
Pistons
yeah,
weren't
yeah.
allowed to play zone.
Illegal defense allows you to go 1-on-1, something that you can't do in
The,
today's modern
the
NBA.
Pistons weren't
No,
allowed to play
no,
zone, and they
I
still
know.
got the bet, and they still held, and they
No,
still were the only team to hold Jordan in under 30 points for a series. They still were
hmm.
the only team to do that.
They're not the
Right.
only team. Why you capping now, Breezy?
Hold
Why
Can
on,
you
you
hold on.
name me
capping,
another team that held Jordan under 30 points for a playoff series?
bro? I'm about to look it up right
Yeah,
here. Yeah.
do
A
that.
lot of teams.
Hold on,
Yeah,
hold on.
I
Milwaukee
do that.
Bucks. That's a lot,
Why
bro.
you
You telling me average over 30 for every series in his career? No. Hey, the Milwaukee Bucks. Shout out to Sidney Moncrief. He did it. The Detroit Pistons. You said that's one
He
team,
was
right?
a
They did
rookie.
it. Oh, yeah. Oh, now we got excuses now, right? We got excuses.
It wasn't
The
a
Seattle
rookie. It's the
Supersonics.
truth.
Hey, the Seattle Supersonics in the finals did that. Shout out to Gary Payton. What are you talking about? The Atlanta Hawks did that as well. Stop it,
The
man. Hey,
Orlando Magic too.
look. Orlando Magic. Hey, look. See, I don't want
Right.
to do this to you, Leaf, but you know who reminds me of this? Because I want to get back to the interesting topic that Breezy put out about the offensive systems of NBA teams, right? This opponent's defense and the IQ of what this is, which is why I say it's high IQ no matter who does it. Shout out to LeBron James. Is a team like the Boston Celtics last season in the conference finals. They were coming up against the zone, and what did they do? Because the zone allows for open shots on the perimeter, right? And so they say that the offense should set up shooters in these open spots. I say you do not allow the defense to dictate what your strengths are, and you need to create a system in which you are able to get in the middle of that zone, break the zone down, unlike what Boston did, which is jack up threes, and make them get out the zone by attacking the zone and getting those shots up and
That
having
happened
cutting
because
baseline.
that happened because the Boston Celtics got two Scottie Pippens, bro. They don't know any better. That's why it happened.
But no, hold on. On that note, so again, a lot of this is strategic on the coaches' end because when you look at the style of play, this is definitely got to be implemented by the coaches. Because no disrespect to you, Barry, but I thought of KD when they said this because I seen an interview with Ime versus Boston, and when we were versus Boston, they interviewed Ime. And on a timeout, we was catching up, or we took the lead, or something like that in the playoff game, and the Celtics called the timeout. The announcer went over there to ask the interviewer, asked Ime, yo, why'd you take that timeout? They said because KD was cooking. He said we had to adjust to what Kevin Durant was doing, and we needed to, I don't want to say too much on camera, but we call timeout because we seen KD heating up. So my point is, this is exactly what it is with opponents' defense. You know, you got to be flexible. There's a lot of in-game situations. So the thing that stood out, and why I asked you to let me read this, is where it says throughout scouting or throughout a game, information will be available as to what defense is being used by opponents. You feel what I'm saying? So it worked both ways. You know, it's an in-game situation, and that's why the assistant coaches is so important. And that's why I was happy that Jacques Vaughn had handpicked these assistant coaches, and the guys that Nash hired aren't there anymore. I think is one of the more important things that we did, because I think that's our strengths, that we got a coaching core. You know, again, there's pros and cons, and one of the pros that I think the Brooklyn Nets have is the coaching core. You know,
I think that's a good pro too, and I think and I'm more and more on the side, because I think I done flip flopped around with so many different lineups and so many different scenarios and situations. I think it's important that we can acknowledge that the starting five of a Cam Thomas, a Cam Johnson, Mikal, Nicholas Claxton, and Ben Simmons, bro, like, could be a possibility. But the thing is, it would have to that one of those motion type offenses would have to be the key on how to making it work. But and unlocking Mikal as a playmaker and a lot of other areas of his offensive game, and unlocking Cam Thomas as a playmaker in other areas of his offensive game is going to be crucial to doing this, especially not just in training camp and coming into the season, but during the season as it goes along, because we don't want them to end up like two Scottie Pippens like the Boston Celtics guys. So. Yeah.
Yo, I just want to say this. I'm about to close out soon. Shout out to the panel again. Y'all had it on fire. And two things. I think Adam Hurley was saying this to Young Africa. He was saying, I think it's funny how LeBron making it to the finals against him. Most players don't even make it to the finals. If Jimmy Butler made it to the finals 10 times, that's all they would talk about. But LeBron makes it 10 times and he's a loser. Now I want to just add to that.
Well, hold on. Let me address Adam real quick.
Let me say this. I just want to say
this. Now leave that quote up. Leave that quote up, because
I just want to
leave that quote up because Africa want to get Debo on this quote from her, but I'm about to tear this shit down.
Right. I want to say two things quickly. One, that it's no small feat to run a conference. You know what I mean? You run the Eastern Conference that many times. I really respect that. But at the same time, when they put him in the GOAT conversation, those losses now come into play. Especially when you got, you know, so that being said, I do respect it, but you know, it just you got to mention that in the GOAT conversation.
Thank you.
Now, but
the wins count too, right? The wins count too, right? Not just the losses.
What wins? What wins?
Yeah, exactly. Look at Leaf with the what wins.
What wins?
What you mean? What wins?
What wins?
Put the pen up, bro.
I forgot the second thing, but go ahead.
What wins?
What wins, bro? By that standard, bro, the Jerry West top 5? No.
That's not the same standard.
Elgin Baylor.
That's not the same standard, bro.
Elgin Baylor. Sure different. I think they 1-9 in the finals or something crazy.
You sure
he got to the finals?
How many times he got to the finals though?
He got to the finals a lot, like at least 9. Like
I think he 9 times. He won it.
Oh, and that's why he's an all-time great small forward, bro. What are y'all tripping on?
But you don't got him in your top 5.
I don't
top
have
5 all time. What you mean?
Top 5. Top 5 small forwards of all time.
I do have him in the top 5 small forwards. What are you talking about?
You got Elgin Baylor in your top 5 small forwards?
Yes.
That's cat, bro.
Elgin Baylor is better than Kawhi Leonard. Hey, straight up, Elgin Baylor over Kawhi Leonard, bro. What are y'all tweeting?
You got well, I didn't have Kawhi in my top 5.
So how is Elgin Baylor not? Hey, let me just go off.
Okay, all right. Let me get Elgin Baylor. All right, who so we got all right. So I already know who you got over Elgin Baylor. You got LeBron over him, right?
Hold up, let me do it then.
You got KD over him, right?
No, hold up. No, hold up.
Don't. Okay.
LeBron James, Larry Bird, Dr. J, Elgin Baylor, Scottie Pippen.
Wait, Tommy, you got Scottie Pippen over KD?
Wait.
Scottie
You
Pippen
got
over KD.
you got Elgin Baylor over Havlicek,
Yes, I got Elgin Baylor over Havlicek. Yes.
Oh, 8 rings.
and you got him over Scotty, and you got him over Kevin Durant.
Yeah,
Yes.
you are.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. We'll come back to this. But
Yes. No.
Adam. By the way, Jimmy was never on the trajectory that LeBron was on. Just to let you know, brother. So like like he was making him making finals on his third or fourth team in the league.
Fourth.
Was it fourth team? Yeah, fourth team in the
fourth.
league, as opposed to LeBron, who was basically handed this shit. Like
Handed
it's
it.
two different things.
Hey, look. That's true that he's not on the level, but look at this. See, Leaf is of the many people of the world that claim that 4-0 in the finals will be better than 4-6. See, and that's illogical because I know you would agree with that, right, Leaf? 4-0 better than 4-6, right?
It depends on who's 4-0.
No. The same player, and he went 4-0 over 4-6. 4-0 is better, right?
The same play. If you saying the same play, if LeBron went 4-0, bro, you wouldn't hear a word out of me.
See, See, this is the illogical stuff that I'm talking about because the nigga
How is it illogical, bro?
No,
like,
because
how can
we're talking about.
Wait. How can you claim these crowns? How can you claim these crowns, and how can you claim this status of this top tier GOAT and all of this, bro? If you get to the highest stage and you base it and you losing.
No. See,
we done seen you lose at when you done put up numbers. We done seen you lose when you didn't put up numbers. We done seen when you lose when you put up half numbers. We done seen you lose when you ran from the moment. We done seen LeBron lose every type of way there is. We done seen LeBron build his team and lose. We done seen LeBron not build his team and lose. We done seen LeBron young and lose. We done seen LeBron old and lose, bro. We done seen LeBron get swept in 3 different decades, bro. We saw LeBron lose every type of way. Why are we still doing this, bro?
Look. We also saw LeBron win in a type of way that ain't being done in NBA history, coming back from 3-1 down, and I ain't finished yet. Hold up, yeah. So we gotta put it all in context because we seen him losing all these different type of ways you're talking about, but we saw him win in a way that ain't ever been done in NBA history.
Talking about these stimulus packages that LeBron
No. Let me finish. I'll let you get it off. Let me finish. He won in a way we ain't ever seen before, playing at a level we ain't ever seen before, right? And then we talk about this because Leaf is of the type of guys where he values winning very highly. Championships are the ultimate success in basketball, right? And yet, when you talk about competition, right, and you talk about 4-0 better than 4-6, you're talking about a guy who made it to the top of the mountain, like you just said, the highest of levels 10 times, but somehow if he makes it to the highest of levels 4 times, which is way less than 10 times, it's going to be more impressive. This is a bias in a way that actually
it's not a bias. It's not a bias because in an era where we value we don't just value winning. We don't just value winning. We don't just value winning. We value efficiency too. We value efficiency too. Hold on.
What you mean?
We value efficiency too, bro. And last time I checked, a 4-0, bro, is basically 100%. We don't value inefficient. We make it known when somebody is inefficient. 4-6 is inefficient, bro. It always has been and always will.
It's what they do, Breezy. They act like losing in the finals means you're at 0 and you came last, nigga. It means you came that in competition will come in second.
It means you are one of 29 losers. That's
no. See, that's what Leaf would like you to believe, but Breezy.
No, that's the truth. You are one of the every season is one winner and 29 losers, bro. That's what it is.
And you the highest ranked. So you're the highest ranked loser. That don't mean you're the highest ranked loser.
The highest,
bro. You praise losing. That's crazy.
Nobody celebrates second place, bro.
Let me say something.
You literally get silver medals for second place, bro. Hey, stop this.
You do get silver medals for second place, but don't nobody value them, bro. Trust me.
Hold on. I just want to say this, and again, it's not me going either way. I'm not on no side. But what I will say is this: when you go to the Eastern Conference that many times, You run the East, and the only reason why I say that is
And you
because
build your team that many times.
right? But no. Hold on. But what I'm saying is teams get assembled and deassembled because one team is dominating the Eastern Conference. You know what I mean? So case in point is hold on, because I'm gonna throw a little curveball because I want to see if Barry
Hey,
Page.
yo.
Pause. My point is, this is the reason why KD went to the Golden State Warriors because
That is
not
cap.
that. That's not the reason why. That's not the reason why.
Listen,
No, they don't want to let you finish.
It's not the
Breezy.
reason why.
You cooking Breezy.
He went there. He went there because he liked their brand of basketball. That's what happened.
Hey, this is what happens.
Let's
When the
let-
haters
that's what
get
happened.
back, they don't even let the brothers finish. Let him finish,
Right,
bro.
hold on, let me finish. He didn't feel like he was going to be able to go to the finals again to even meet LeBron with being on OKC. So he left OKC because he felt it was, and everybody did, felt it was a sure thing. If he went to the Warriors, even took less money to do it, it was a guarantee that he would see LeBron in the finals again. But on his own merit with his own team, he lost the confidence to take OKC back to the finals, and that's why he went to the Golden
Breezy.
State
Not
Warriors.
just that. That was the
You know
second
what?
time. That was the second time LeBron's Eastern Conference dominance made a team switch up because we remember the Boston Celtics big three
Breezy.
lining up just to knock off the Cleveland Cavaliers
That's
the first
bullshit.
time with
That's
Paul
bullshit.
Pierce,
That's
Ray
bullshit.
Allen, and Kevin Garnett. So
That's
niggas been
bullshit.
squatting up
That's
to beat the GOAT
bullshit.
in his whole career,
That's
bro. It's
bullshit.
been happening.
That's
Not
bullshit.
That's a fact. That's a fact, bro. We
No,
got
it's
two
not. No, it's
different
not.
examples
No, it's not.
in the
No,
same
it's not.
decade, bro.
No, it's
In the
not.
same
No, it's
decade, we
not.
got two different examples in a 10-year
No,
period.
no,
of niggas
no,
squatting
no,
up
no,
to beat
no,
LeBron
no.
James, bro.
No,
Yeah,
no,
do.
no, we didn't. No, we didn't
ahead.
because before that, LeBron only been in the playoffs twice, bro. That's
Bro,
one.
he went to the finals and they squatted up, bro. That's what happened.
No, but that
He
had
didn't even
none.
face him in 2007.
He did exactly. He didn't face none of those players in 2007 or
All right.
2006.
No. I'm saying
so
after the fact, he squatted up and then the niggas went and came together, bro. That's what happened. He went to the finals and then they squatted up and came together to beat.
But with your hold on, you see my point though.
but he went to the finals, bro. Like when LeBron went to the finals, Paul Pierce and the Boston Celtics was nowhere to be.
I know, but then they saw what LeBron did against Detroit. Leaf. They saw what he did against Detroit, and they said, "This young nigga about to run the table on the conference. We need to squad the fuck up, bro."
No, that's not what they said, bro. Like LeBron, first off, LeBron only won that series because Ben Wallace was on Chicago. That's why, bro. Like that's why, bro. Like, and they, yes, that it's the truth. It's the
so
truth.
four All-Stars weren't enough, right? You needed 5 All-Stars, Leaf. That's what you said. That sounds like a dominant nigga to me.
No, it was technically it was technically hold up. Technically, it was 3 because Tayshaun Prince was never an All-Star, bro. By the way,
All-Star level. Stop it.
No, he was not. No,
he was All-Star level.
No, he was not. No, he was not. Please listen. Please listen.
On the level though.
No, he was not on the level. Please listen to somebody that watched the whole thing repeatedly. I can tell you a bit. No, you didn't. You heard about it, bro. That's why you.
I watched it on YouTube. Don't do that.
No, I watched it in real time, bro. Like, let me explain.
Bro, you don't remember that shit, Leaf? Come on.
Of course, I remember it, bro. I remember exactly how LeBron did. Got there, bro. I said it from the beginning that they was going.
The hater shades cloud your vision, but go ahead.
There's not hater shade, bro. I understand that they needed to promote somebody. LeBron was basically the guy, bro, because Kobe was going through the incident that he was going through in Colorado and everything, and then the league had to change their image. No, LeBron didn't earn anything. He was handed that. He was handed that, bro. He was handed that in the league. We talking about the same guy that got $100 million before he ever entered the NBA game. Come on, he was handed that, bro. He didn't earn a damn thing. He was handed
the talent earned that. Leaf, don't do that.
No, it wasn't the talent, bro. It was potential, bro. But you don't have talent, bro. Like until you show it in the league, bro, you have potential. That's what the draft is. Potential merchants. It always has been, always will be. We all said. Hold up. Go ahead. No. See, you trying to flip it in a way that favors LeBron. But
he showed it in high school, bro. He was already NBA ready in high school.
No, he didn't show you, bro. No, he did not. No, he did not. They changed the rules, and let me tell you how they did it. Let me tell you how they did it, because when LeBron came in 2003, he could barely get in the lanes, bro. He had to get a lot of breakaway baskets. Hence the fact why he's the number one scorer right now. Because he lived off a transition. He never learned how to play in sets. He never learned how to play within a structural system. His best play is a high pick and roll, so he could lower the shoulder and then lean somebody over, and they don't call an offensive foul.
Oh, yeah.
They want
19-year-old
everybody.
LeBron was doing that, right? 19-year-old LeBron was lowering your shoulder and shit. Okay.
That's all he knew how to do, bro. That was his brand of basketball. He never changed it.
That's
The only thing he added was the set 3-point shot, because they don't really play it and they don't really contest
That's
it.
cap, bro.
That's no, that's not cap. That's the only thing that he
You telling
really
me
added.
rookie LeBron wasn't pulling up in the middies and hitting mid-range shots? You were telling me that?
Yeah, he pulled up because he couldn't get to the basket. That's why.
Oh my god,
he couldn't get to the basket. There was too many bigs in there, bro. That at the time,
by his second season, he was one of the best.
By his second season,
he was one of the best drivers in the game.
By his second season, he went from 20 points a game to 27, and the only reason why that happened because they changed the rules, bro. And Steve Nash and the Phoenix Suns proved it.
Nah,
that's why, bro. Like all you got to do is just go back to the style of play.
Nah,
they moved. They changed the rules for him. They never forced him to work on anything. They said, "Oh,
what rule?
let's just change shit around."
What rule? What rule, Leaf?
They changed the rules. You know what they did? They got rid of all. They cleared the lanes for him. They got rid of all of the physical players.
I ain't gonna give you that, Leaf. I ain't gonna lie. LeBron got a lot of posters.
LeBron got a lot of shit changed for him, bro. Like it was a lot of shit moved out of the way right from the beginning, bro. Listen,
it wasn't for LeBron. It was the NBA. Leaf, stop this propaganda, bro. They wanted it to be a more high-scoring league. It was the slowest paced era of all time. It was a defensive era where teams are shooting and scoring 70-something points in the whole game.
With Steve Nash and the Phoenix Suns running around,
no, because I'm about to flame your shit, because you can't be pushing this propaganda. When you talk about
propaganda, it's the
LeBron,
truth. With Steve Nash and the Phoenix Suns running around,
they did not change it for LeBron. They changed it for the image of the NBA.
Yes, they did.
The NBA, it wasn't for LeBron. It was for the NBA.
No,
one of the major reasons. Hey, League, stop this, bro. They ain't changing NBA rules for a rookie coming out of the rookie. No. You know what the major thing? The reason the most dominant player in the game was not no LeBron James, it was Shaquille O'Neal at the time. And so to stop the dominance of the low post threat, one of the major reasons why they took away things why they installed things like zone defense being allowed was because of
they didn't do it because of Shaq. They did it to stop Iverson.
No.
They did it to stop Iverson.
Hey, stop Iverson. They were trying to increase scoring, Leaf. They weren't trying to stop Iverson, bro. Stop this, man.
Yes, they were. Yeah, and I'm approved it. They did, bro. Do you know Allen Iverson?
For Iverson?
Allen, no. Yes, they were. Yes, they were, bro. And I'm gonna explain it to you. I'm explaining to you why. I'm gonna give you my specific reason why. I'm gonna go back to the Iverson first year. You remember when he snatched Jordan with the move, bro, with the crossover? They outlawed that. The very next year they outlawed that. So he couldn't do that.
About zone defenses, bro.
Yeah. I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna get to that. Hold on.
No. Zone was not because of LeBron James. It was because of Shaquille O'Neal and the low post dominance of players, because the tempo was being slowed down by the bigs and playing inside out. They wanted to have a more free flowing game. That free-flowing game that was more captivating for the fans and have an actual offensive teams play great offenses. So to do that, they installed things like defensive 3 seconds. They also installed things like zone defenses, and they removed hand checking, bro. All these
one
things
way. That's one way of looking at it. That's one way of looking at it. But the reality was,
bro. No. That's the way to look at it. That was the truth, bro.
No. The reality was No, you're not. No, you're not, bro. You're burning the stove right now, bro. You're doing too much. Then 2001, you do remember that Allen Iverson not only won MVP, he also won the scoring lead, and he also led it. Yep. He also got that team to the finals. The very next year, they added zone defenses, not because of Shaq, because Shaq was still dominating any damn way. Hence the third straight Finals MVP that he won.
And then the season after that. Never seen Shaq at the same level after they installed and truly maximized zone defenses in the NBA. Yeah.
Well, not necessarily. Shaq was
We gotta
still 20.
count the facts.
No. What you don't realize is Shaq was still a good 25 and 12
No.
during that
Hey, I
time.
didn't say he wasn't good. I said he was never at the level of that 30 points per game type shit he was doing in the Grizzlies.
Of course,
Yo,
because at that time, the injuries had already took a toll. That's what that was.
Yeah,
The
the
injuries had
defenses were taking a toll too, but it's okay.
the defense really wasn't doing anything. They just stopped. They just stopped letting Shaq get. Listen, it prevented Shaq from getting one-on-ones, but it was really it prevented Shaq from getting one-on-ones, but it was really built to keep Iverson out of the lane. That's what it was.
Not,
Yes,
bro.
it
Hey,
was. Yes, it was.
Dre, did they change rules for Iverson? Dre, he got the Iverson
They
picture up.
changed rule. No, they didn't change rules
They
for
removed
Iverson.
hand checking for Iverson.
They changed rules to stop Iverson. That's what they did, bro.
So why would they remove hand checking? Oh, stop
everything that they did from '96 all the way to Malice in the Palace was to prevent Iverson and Iverson image to get out on the game, bro. Everything that Iverson did, bro, they were against. It's just the problem Iverson was making the league money. That's why they couldn't stop it. Iverson was making the league money, so they used him. That's what it was. He basically played through three. Bruh, he was 6 foot nothing, $165, and played through three major league changes, bro. That was centered around him. When he hit Jordan with that move, they outlawed it. When he won MVP, the very next year they added zone defenses, and then when the Malice and Palace came around, they blamed it on him and they blamed it on his image. That's what they did. They changed it all around him. Iverson is the most scrutinized player in NBA history, bar none.
Somewhere else, bro.
Hold on. Before we get out of here, I just wanted to hear Dre 76. He said it's a trade coming. I just wanted to ask, what about it? What
trying
trade?
to save Lee from this pan right now, Breezy?
No, there is no pen, bro. Like, because the pen I set up and I didn't have to cook them, bro. All I did was say, hey, you want some food? No, you can't get none. No, you're not getting it. You're not eating at this table,
bro. Saute leeks,
bro. That was a good back and forth between you and Lee.
No, you can listen. Africa, you can't eat at this table today. You get cereal.
Hey, I had a lot of sauteed leaf out here, bro. That's
you had cereal, bro. You was eating Frosted Flakes at night, bro. Come on, stop it.
So hold on, RJ 76. What trade you talking about, man? I just want to know what trade you talking about.
Oh no, so I'm in a couple Sixer group chats, and it's going off that there might be a 14 trade that sends James Harden and PJ Tucker out, and the Sixers potentially get Zach LaVine. Now, I'm not really high on this trade, but that's what I'm hearing now. It could be true. It could not be true. I mean, these are just rumors. It's not a guarantee.
James Harden for Zach LaVine is what you said?
Yeah, James Harden and PJ Tucker.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a 14 trade.
James Harden in Chicago, bro. Oh my God, I don't think he will last.
Horrible,
I don't think he will last 3 days.
Nigga might retire.
Who wins this trade?
Nigga might retire.
It has to be. Trade? Listen. Just in terms of colors, bro, I'm going with the Sixers, bro. Like,
what's the other teams?
The other teams was the Clippers, and I didn't see the last team, probably the Trailblazers. But let me go check.
What did they get out of it? What did they get out of it? So Dame. So that's like I heard this trade before. It was like Clippers would get like Tobias Harris and like somebody else. Yeah,
right.
And Portland gonna get Maxey or something. They gonna send.
Nah, they not calling. Nah. Maxey was not involved in it.
Not involved? Isn't that gonna have Dame in it? Dame's in part of Portland in that. So
Dame's in the trade. Zach LaVine's in the trade.
Where's Dame going in?
What about Nurkic, bro? Ain't he in the trade?
Oh yeah, they're trying to package Dame, but Nurkic trying to get off that horrible contract.
Dame's trying to go to Miami though.
Robert Horry is not 7-0, bro. He lost a couple of times, bro. I don't.
Nah, he might be 7.
He got seven rings though. He got 7 rings.
He got 7 rings, but he ain't 7-0.
Yo, but now, shout to y'all, man. It's been a dope panel, man. We've been on 3 hours, man. I don't know if that trade is feasible. I had seen something with Portland in the trade situation too. That's why I had asked Andre 76 to pull up. But again, Portland been, they've been holding their hand like they got the motherfucking You know what I'm saying? The best hand in the world, like they playing poker, like
I
yo,
mean,
you know,
they got a
I'm
way better
bowling
hand than
lines, like
Dame.
so.
Shit.
I don't know, man. It's day to day with me, but I'm glad that. Well, you know, I'm glad me and Leaf spoke on, you know, not or whether we as fans want to see a trade, and you know, we spoke on it. I left that conversation saying no.
Dame for Simmons.
Dame for
Portland wouldn't
Simmons
do
is
that.
like that's a rob, bro. Like
Portland wouldn't do that.
that's a rob, bro. If Portland do that, I mean, listen, Portland wouldn't do that, like in my mind. But a sucker is born every day in the NBA, so like,
Yeah,
Yo, but
Portland not gonna do that. They gonna be like, what? I'm banging it on y'all.
but I
Portland
can't.
gonna hang up the phone, man. Like they title contenders and shit, bro. Like I'm like,
But
all right,
I
bro.
want, and leaving off, I just want to say, I want to continue the conversation that Young Africa started about just the talent in the Euro League, and you know what I'm saying, players 28 and under, and it was another conversation about versus the All Africans team. I wanted to hear that between him and Leaf, but we 3 hours in, man. I'm gonna have to get with y'all
Yeah,
to get
man.
into the
Yeah,
game.
definitely.
You know what time it is, man. You know, I ate a lot of sauteed leaf today, man. That's spinach
Nah,
bread.
he really
That's
didn't,
spinach
bro.
bread.
Like he
That's
was eating
spinach
Captain
bread.
Crunch at night, bro. Like shit. In a
Captain Crunch.
shoebox.
Shout out
That's
to
what he
my
was
guy
doing.
Leaf, man. It's all
Eating
love,
Captain
Leaf,
Crunch
man.
with
Shout out
expired milk, bro. Like that's what he was doing. I
Yeah,
don't know.
shout to
all
Barry,
love.
shout to
He
RJ.
thought he was cooking oatmeal, bro. He was really pouring milk, bro.
Y'all funny as hell. Nah, man. Y'all had the fan who lit tonight, man. Shout to Young Africa, shout to Leaf, shout to Barry, shout to RJ 76, shout to Adam, shout to the whole chat. I see y'all,
Hey,
man. It's late, man. I'm trying to shout to Ron C, shout to all y'all,
And
man.
just remember, bro, it's not that LeBron is a piece of shit. It's that he tries so
mm,
hard to be the GOAT, bro. He really not, bro. Like
hey,
that's what it
man.
is.
I just want brothers to pull up throughout the season and just keep the same energy. When niggas are
I
up,
always
just
do.
keep the same energy,
yo,
bro.
I,
we
al-
gotta see each other soon. We got the
I
first big
always do,
game,
bro.
preseason
We got
game.
each
October
other. We
9th.
got each other the
October
first week of
9th.
October,
Blowout.
bro. So
Blowout. Don't worry about that. Yeah, blowout. Blowout.
yeah,
Nah, y'all
yeah.
not blowing
I
the
said it. The
Nets
Nets
up,
100,
hell
bro.
no.
Like y'all
No.
55 or something.
Nah. We gonna see though.
Mhm.
We gonna see though.
Come
I don't want
on,
to hear no
not
excuses about
not when
bench
Sonny
minutes
get
and
a
all
point
that. I don't want
guard.
to hear
It's
no
not
excuses.
gonna be no excuses.
Okay. I don't want to hear excuses
It
about
sound like another garbage LeBron team as usual, bro. Like that's what
I
it
don't want to hear
is.
no excuses about Dayron Sharp played 30 minutes. Clowney was out there starting. I don't want to hear no excuses, bro. I
You
just
don't
Nah,
want
want to
niggas
ain't
hear
to
gonna
no
be no
excuses about a
excuses,
preseason game,
man.
bro. Like all we want to do is just stomp a mud hole in y'all asses, man. So
okay.
y'all all can shut the
Hey,
hell
Gonna
up,
yo.
see.
bro. Like
We gonna
that's
see.
all, that's all we
Yo,
want to do.
You should go live for that game, Breezy. You should go live
nah,
for that game, actually.
I
definitely.
think I might go live for that game.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
should go
if
live.
I don't go live, I'm gonna be on Leaf page, man. But for
Okay.
sure, and by that time, Young Africa said that he's starting his page. He's gonna be active on his page. So I may either
Right.
be on Leaf page, Young Africa page, or my page.
Oh,
You know
Leaf
what I'm
got a
saying?
page.
Subscribe to all of
I
us,
You
do
know,
got a
please.
page. It's Lee 4788, bro. Like
okay, I'm
Africa,
gonna look
I
that
gotta
up.
make sure you
Okay.
ain't in the shoebox eating cereal, bro. Like the last time, bro. Like,
Nah, I'm gonna look that up. I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna find you because you better keep the same energy. That's all. I'm gonna find you,
bro,
man.
I always do, bro. Like I've
Okay.
said it, I've reiterated, bro, about the Boston Celtics, who they got,
Okay.
bro, and I'm gonna say the
Hmm.
same shit about the Lakers, bro. No matter what they do, it
Okay.
doesn't
Yo,
matter
but
to me, bro. Like
No matter what they
everything
do,
that
the
the
hate
Lakers
is
and
gonna be hate. Okay, that's what I
no, it's
don't like.
not even hate, bro. It's real talk, bro. It's just that you can't read between the lines, but don't
Hmm.
make me a hater, bro. Like that it
Okay,
doesn't.
man. Hey,
nah, nah. I like
if
I
we number
like the
one seed,
thing,
the hate gonna not gonna hit the
right?
same though.
The
I
number
like
one
the
see y'all being the number one seed actually works against y'all. That means AD and LeBron is playing a whole lot more than they need
Nah,
to.
it means the depth is cooking and they're chilling in the
That
four
mean
quarters. That's
no,
what that means. Yeah,
but
No,
yeah.
me and
I
you
don't
both
think y'all
know
better
it.
than
Me and you both know AD and LeBron get off the court. Y'all get your ass whipped.
Yo, Barry,
No, I
RJ
don't know
seventy
that
yo.
six. Yo,
actually. I
listen,
don't know
man.
that.
Yo, we're gonna let Young Africa and Leaf have a real debate next time we pull up,
All
man.
right,
Y'all
bet.
be the judges, and we just gonna let them go at it. You know what
It
I'm
ain't even
saying?
All
gonna
right,
be no debate. I'm gonna just tell him what's gonna happen, bro. He gonna say no. He gonna disagree with me, and then it's gonna happen. And he gonna be like, yo, nah. He gonna have excuses as to why it happened, bro. That's all it is.
No,
Yo,
he
It ain't
gonna
man.
gonna
he
be
All
no
gonna
right.
debate.
Leaf calls it excuses. I call it context. You know, there's a difference
No,
between me and
it's
Leaf,
not
man.
context, bro. Like
Context,
what happened
bro.
is what I said that happened, bro. Because everything that I say is real, bro. Like, it's just you taking a long time to figure it out. I'm not Judge Judy, bro. I'm not Judge Mathis, bro. Everything that I say is 100,000% real. It's on point all the damn time, whether you believe it or not, bro. Like it's going to happen.
Hey, Dre knows,
I already told people that the Lakers was. I already told people about the Lakers and the Celtics last year, and I'm gonna tell them about them again this year.
What it is. I've been trying to tell, hey man, Dre knows my body of work, man. Dre knows what I do out here, man.
Listen, man, we gonna get to it, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Yo, I hype the fight, Barry. You know you always do that, man.
But y'all ain't forgot pull up to. But y'all ain't forgot pull up to the Pull Up Basketball Podcast, bro.
All right,
he already
man,
got his ass. He already got a foot in his ass by Dezo and Ticket. Now he want to come down.
Dezo, stop it, bro. Hey, look. Leave.
Dezo and Ticket had to knock your ass the fuck out. Now you want to come down.
Leave. Hey, don't worry. I ain't even gonna talk about Leaf. Hey, BG. You better keep the same energy this season. You know what I mean? When KD don't come to fruition of everything you're saying, you better not go missing. Is what I'm gonna say. You better not go missing.
And leave Barry alone, bro. He a character, bro. Come on.
Now you can expect Barry and Lee.
Enjoy the room.
All of y'all pretty much consistent fans. I ain't gonna lie. As far as fans that stay around, all y'all be, you know what I'm saying, around. So I ain't even gonna pretend like I don't be seeing y'all. So I keep it real with y'all. Y'all be around. Shout out to y'all.
Definitely.
I'm gonna call it.
This was a satisfying stream, you know. I got that full belly, you know, saute leaf, you know, spinach.
It wasn't no full W. He was washing up in Ajax, bro. Like with this liquid,
later,
bro. I'm telling you.
Shout out to Breezy, man. Shout out to Big Cam Breezy, man.
I am Breezy with the Brooklyn Nets vlog.
B-R-O-O-K-L-Y-M. B-R-O-O-K-L-Y.